And President Trump says the Iran mission has been a 15 so far. He says the war is going very well.
Missiles are being wiped out rapidly. Their launchers are being wiped out. They're attacking their neighbors. They're attacking their, in some cases, allies or not so long ago allies. And, you know, it's really a nation that was out of control, and they would have used it on us if we let them, if we waited any longer.
Israel and Iran are trading more missile fire on this day 6 of the conflict. The war has killed more than 1,200 people in Iran, more than 70 in Lebanon, around a dozen in Israel. That's according to officials in those countries. The U.S. military has identified 2 more of the Americans who died in Kuwait.
In all, 6 soldiers were killed Sunday when a drone strike hit a command center in Kuwait. After identifying 4 of them Tuesday, the Pentagon has now provided the last 2 names. 55-year-old Chief Warrant Officer 3 Robert Marzan of Sacramento, California, and 45-year-old Major Jeffrey O'Brien of Indianola, Iowa. At a news conference Wednesday, Pentagon Chief Pete Hegseth was asked about guarding against such drone attacks.
We have pushed every counter-UAS system possible forward, sparing no expense or capability.
The White House says President Trump will attend the dignified transfers of the soldiers when they arrive back in the U.S. I'm Ben Thomas.
And the Senate has rejected an effort to end the war, Republicans voting down a war powers resolution. Now that Republican Senator Steve Daines of Montana has announced that he is not running for re-election, President Trump has endorsed U.S. Attorney Kurt Olmey for that seat. On Wall Street, ahead of this morning's opening bell, the Dow futures down 285 points, NASDAQ futures off 97, S&P futures down 21 points. More on these stories, townhall.com.
We have reached the age where things just cost more.
Cars, phones, life insurance.
Your blood pressure is up.
Your weight is up.
You're one to talk.
I have type 2 diabetes, so I'm getting dinged just like you.
Thank goodness for Big Lou.
Big Lou!
Big Lou can get term life insurance rates for a 50-year-old male with type 2 diabetes or high blood pressure, or maybe he's on anxiety meds for just around $200 a month for $1 million of coverage.
Oh, you gotta say that again.
Go ahead.
Okay, I'll say it. Big Lou and term provider could get a 50-year-old man, a little dinged up, $1 million in life insurance for around $200 a month.
Call Big Lou.
Big Lou!
He's like you.
800-555-2085. That's 800-555-2085.
Don't put it off. If you're overweight, diabetic, have high blood pressure, you gotta call Big Lou.
Gotta.
800-555-2085.
Write it down.
800-555-2085.
The South Korean stock market in free fall following the outbreak of the war with Iran, staging at least a partial recovery.
In South Korea, we've gone from yesterday, which was the worst day of trade in 24 years. They had to implement an emergency circuit breaker, to today, where it's on track potentially to have the best day of trading ever in the South Korean market. Maybe that could be something to do with the fact that on Monday was a public holiday, so market's playing catch up a little bit, and some people saying that the market was a bit inflated anyway. But look, in general, yes, we are seeing a rebound.
The BBC's Nick Marsh. Ukrainian President Zelensky says the United States and its allies in the Mideast are seeking Ukraine's expertise in countering Iran's Shahed drones. Zelensky says various countries, including the U.S., have approached Ukraine for help in defending against the Iranian drones. News and analysis at townhall.com. Team USA hopes to reclaim its spot as World Baseball Classic champions.
Aaron Judge will captain a loaded U.S. roster at the World Baseball Classic. The Americans are chasing their first title since 2017. The tournament opened Thursday at the Tokyo Dome, then moves into games in Houston, Miami, and San Juan, Puerto Rico. Logan Webb, Tarek Skubal, Paul Skeens, and Nolan McLean are lined up to start on the mound for the U.S. Japan, led by Shohei Ohtani, enters as defending champions with Yoshinobu Yamamoto starting Friday. The Dominican Republic brings a star-heavy lineup. Australia debuted top amateur draft pick Travis Bazzana. I'm Gethin Coolball.
Utah GOP Congressman Burgess Owens says he will not seek re-election. His decision comes after a redistricting shakeup. It left Utah's 4 Republican representatives to vie for 3 House seats in the fall. More on these stories, townhall.com.
What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here?
I promise you, whatever scum did this, not one man in this force will rest for 1 minute until he's behind bars. Now let's grab a bite to eat. Yeah, come on.
I feel the hot wind on my shoulder and the touch of a world that is older. I hit the switch and check the number. I leave it on and then I slumber. I hear the rhythm ringing through it. Flamenco guitar and cumbia music. I hear the talking of the DJ. The devil listen, what does he say? I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican radio.
Broadcasting live from high atop the J.P. White Building in downtown Roswell, New Mexico. It's Mornings with Mike Winters on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Is that what I sound like when I talk?
Now, here's your host, Mike Winters.
And good morning, one and all. Welcome to Mornings with Mike Winters. I am he. That would be me, Mike Winters. Happy Thursday, everybody.
Yeah, welcome to it.
Yeah, I'm sorry I'm losing my voice.
I feel so bad, man. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, sorry. It's a rough week.
Look, I know we don't live in the age of masks anymore, but I think Kim should be masking up at school from now on.
Yeah.
Them little disease fountains, they're just, ugh.
Yeah, they got me this time.
It's awful. I mean,
she's almost through it, but I'm kind of right in the middle of it right now. So. Yeah.
Damn.
But sorry about this.
No,
well, the good news is I'm going to replay some interviews today, so you don't have to listen to this too bad. So
it does feel like a good day to roll in the TV cart, right?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. My energy level is pretty low today. So, but happy Thursday.
Yes, welcome to it.
You know, it won't be low. The temperature, like 85 today.
Mm-hmm.
But the wind's coming with it. We got fire weather watch today. We got red flag warnings. All that kicking in at 10 and 11 o'clock this morning, respectively. They're talking patchy blowing dust. Winds today, 15 to 25. So we've had worse.
We've had worse, but remember, it's not that the wind is blowing, it's what the wind is blowing. And in this case, it's going to be a lot of dust.
Yeah.
A lot of dust getting blown.
So batten down the hatches here today. So.
Yeah. Pocket rocks.
Yeah.
That's a good suggestion, actually.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, there's the other half of the country is just still blanketed in snow and ice. I saw a video this morning. It was a 4-year-old girl in New Jersey, and she's just moving ice off of the sidewalk or moving snow off the sidewalk, and she's like, "I'm so sick of snow in the streets." She's like, and then she dropped an F-bomb. She's like, "It's stupid." Even the kids are done with snow. You know that, they're in it.
Yeah, well, there's always too much of a good thing, right? Or whatever you want to call it.
America's like a frosted flake right now.
Yeah, so enjoy 80s today.
Yeah.
And
take pictures and send them to your East Coast friends.
Yeah, I'll
really
appreciate it.
Rub it in.
Yeah, but let's see, is the rain chances, there's still a 40% chance of rain on Monday, allegedly. So
nice.
We'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for that to dissipate.
You definitely just use just a little bit of moisture just to tamp down that dust for a day.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Well, I'm going to give you the rundown and get the hour going here to spare you from this for as little as possible. So we're going to replay our interview with the band since they're going to be having their big event Saturday. I want to work that in one more time to invite folks to come on out to their Noodles and Notes event on Saturday. So we had the Roswell High Band come in, and Mariachi Band did some performances for us. We're going to play that here in a minute. Our Elliot Rodriguez interview we had last week with him. He joins us each month to give us updates on usually just stuff when it comes to buying houses and what have you. We're going to play that for you here in the 8 o'clock hour. And then Crystal Noble with the Humane Society will join us in the 9 o'clock hour, so I'm going to have to talk then. But I'll let her do most of the talking. So.
She can. She's got the gift of gab.
Yeah, so I'll let her do most of the talking on that one. So, plus we'll have all the news, the local, national variety, Wall Street business updates and et cetera and so forth.
And of course, Mike's 1,000-word dissertation on the history. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
History of nacho cheese. Buckle up. It's a riveting story.
Yeah, you're going to get a buttoned-up version of me today. So, yeah. Thank you, or you're welcome, or I'm sorry, depending on your thoughts there. Most people relieved, I'm sure.
We miss you. How about that?
There you go.
Yeah.
It is 10 minutes after 7 o'clock. Let's take an official gander at your weather.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. Watch out for some blowing dust across the roadways today. Wind gusting to 40 miles an hour. Afternoon high will be in the low 80s. Then we have cold front moving through tonight. Skies will stay clear, though. We'll be in the mid 40s. And then pretty windy on Friday and quite a bit cooler. We'll be staying in the low 70s on our afternoon high. Mix of sun and clouds and 60s on Saturday and Sunday. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Thank you, Steve. Currently 46 degrees here in Roswell. Humidity is at 58% with winds out of the north at 5 miles per hour. As I mentioned earlier, we do have a fire weather watch in effect beginning at 10 a.m. this morning through 7 p.m. this evening. Red flag warning kicking in at 11 a.m. today, remaining in effect through 7 p.m. this evening. Today, expect patchy blowing dust after 11. Partly sunny early, gradually becoming full-on sunny. Warm, though, with a high of 85. Breezy winds out of the south early, 5 to 15, increasing 15 to 25 this afternoon. Mostly clear tonight with an overnight low of 44 degrees. Southwest winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Friday, another windy day with some patchy blowing dust. High of only 72. Still nice, but I mean, a little cooler than today. West winds 10 to 20 miles per hour. Tomorrow night, mostly cloudy with an overnight low of 38 degrees. West winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. And then looking at the weekend, partly cloudy and high of 63 on Saturday, so cooler. North winds at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Sunday, we're looking at sunny skies and a high of 68. And then Monday, 40% chance of rain on Monday. High of 75, 50% chance of rain Monday night, and a 20% on Tuesday. So we'll see how all of that shapes up. All right, it is 12 minutes after 7 o'clock. We're going to go ahead and take a quick commercial break here, and then we will play our interview we had with the Roswell High Band on the other side. Don't go away. You're listening to Mornings with Mike Winters.
When you or a loved one need medical transport, Trans-Aero answers the call. Trans-Aero Medevac operates 3 rotorcraft bases and 1 fixed-wing base in southeastern New Mexico, allowing them to respond quickly to emergencies across diverse terrains. Their fleet extends coverage deep into New Mexico and West Texas, including Artesia, Carlsbad, Roswell, Ruidoso, Midland, Lubbock, and the surrounding areas. Ready to answer the call when every second counts. Trans-Aero Medevac, proudly serving southeastern New Mexico and West Texas. Flown for free, thanks to the partnership from the City of Artesia and Trans-Aero Medevac. Life support by air. Start the year strong with a home that's comfortable, efficient, and easy on your energy bills. The Right Fit membership program. For as little as $15 per month or $199 a year, you can rest assured knowing your unit is ready with biannual HVAC maintenance, as well as reduced dispatch fees, even in the middle of the night. Plus, a 15% discount on all services provided by Fulkerson, as well as preferred scheduling. Be ready for the seasons ahead. Become a Right Fit member with Fulkerson today. Call 575-319-9984 to find out more. Fulkerson Plumbing and Heating. Proudly serving Roswell and surrounding areas.
The Rocky Mountain Elks Foundation salutes hunters in the role they play in providing critical funding for conservation. Celebrate how hunting is conservation at the RMEF Annual Banquet, Saturday, March 28th, 5 p.m. at the Liberty in Roswell. Log on to rmef.org and go to New Mexico Events for tickets. Get your tickets now. Log on to rmef.org. Celebrate hunters at the Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation Roswell Banquet, Saturday, March 28th at the Liberty in Roswell, 312 North Virginia in Roswell.
You've got questions about college? Eastern New Mexico University has the answers. Join us Saturday, March 21st for the Spring Open House in Portales. It's your chance to meet faculty, talk to current students, and learn more about financial aid, housing, and more. We'll have plenty of awesome door prizes, including several $500 scholarships. Don't just leave with a pamphlet, leave with a plan. Come experience ENMU in Portales. Register now at enmu.edu/open house or call 575-562-2178.
At Richland Motors, it's never been easier to sell or trade your current car, truck, or SUV for a newer model to hit the road in. Even if you don't purchase from Richland, they want to buy your vehicle for top dollar. But if you do buy from Richland, don't forget, they're the home of the powertrain warranty for life. That's a whole lot of confidence for you. See Richland for details. 2nd and Sycamore and 1309 Southeast Main.
The octopus and the squid both have 3 hearts. That's why they eat so many Tums. Here's Mike Winters.
Us in studio this morning. Dr. Daniel Gomez is back with us, Roswell High School band director. And then we have some of our Roswell High band. Are you guys all part of a jazz band, or is just the overall band? Or I know when you all start getting into your subsects of the band, it gets a little muddy here.
I'm jazz and also the original big band.
Okay.
I'm in the band and in mariachi.
Okay. Very good. And
I'm only in mariachi.
Oh, just mariachi. So, but I'm just kidding. Because I got to be honest, it's got to be a lot of fun. Now, I can imagine, does it get confusing when you do like mariachi or big band and then do jazz band? I mean, does it get...
Oh,
do they start bleeding your head together a little bit?
No, I feel like the jazz music is definitely a lot different.
Gotcha.
More jazzy, different styles, stuff like that.
Okay. Now, for you, would you want to play traditional band music? You're like, no, I'm good with the mariachi stuff.
I think I'm good with mariachi.
Gotcha. Well, I get it. Well, it's like for instance, I grew up like in, like Metallica and, rock music. And so I'm not going to lie. I listen to like a country song and I'm like, this is depressing, man. So I get that. But before we talk about the fun stuff here, we do want to put your big fundraising event on folks' calendar here. You guys have a few annual events. I know, like mattress sale, things like that. But one of the traditional fundraising events you guys do every year is your Notes and Noodles event, which is, if you break it down, is exactly what it is. We all hang out, have a nice, fun, delicious spaghetti dinner, and the band plays and kind of creates a little, like a date night atmosphere kind of thing. So, kind of deal. And so, how many years have you guys been doing this now?
This is our 4th year.
4th year, okay. And have you guys been, like you guys are about to graduate here. Have you all been doing it your whole 4 years and all that?
I think I've been a server all 4 years.
Okay.
I was a server my freshman year, and then I played from on there.
Okay. So is that like a graduate? You're like, I went from spoons to instruments. Very cool. But you said I've served the whole time.
Yeah, I've served the whole time.
I'm in the trenches. Rubbing elbows with it.
Yeah, the tables are so I don't know.
Do you get? I gotta be honest. I would imagine after a night of serving spaghetti, you're probably tired of looking at spaghetti, right?
I don't even like spaghetti.
What about you? You kind of.
Oh, I love spaghetti.
I'm about to say spaghetti's kind of hard not to like.
I would know. I love spaghetti.
Yeah, I mean every time. Well, even like a kid, did you like SpaghettiOs or any of the...
Yeah.
Okay.
As a kid. I don't really eat spaghetti anymore, but...
I know. Now everyone's like, it's got carbs and pie. Everyone's all like, health conscious. I'm telling you, Michael Phelps got 7 gold medals. You know how many pounds of spaghetti that guy ate? That might be lying about his medal. He's got a whole bunch of medals. I don't know how many he's got, but all I know is he ate, like if you ever looked at his, like, Olympic calorie regime, he ate like 10,000 calories a day, and he would literally shovel bowls of pasta in just to carb up so he could get enough calories to burn off. It's insane. But anyway, we're not doing all that. I mean, I guess you could. I mean, if you want to keep the bowls coming, But we do want to mark the event. It's going to be happening Saturday, March 7th, so we're about a week away from that. It'll be at the Roswell High School there in the Commons. from 6 to 8:30 p.m. And for folks to get tickets and things, what's probably the best way to do that?
Best way is to find one of our band members.
Okay.
As for tickets through them, and then there's also you can email our president at RHS Band Boosters, and he'll reach out and get your tickets.
I know, like if you're social media, I know the RHS Band and Band Boosters, they do have a Facebook page, and I'm sure if you shoot a message through there, they'll definitely have someone reach out to you and say, oh yeah, we can get you some tickets, or we can get you on that. But
and there'll be a few available that
at the door as well too.
Yeah.
But you know, they got a lot of they would sure love to know how many are coming.
Yes.
So though you don't make spaghetti in small amounts, they want to make sure there's enough for everybody, and that's so do the band and everybody a favor by RSVPing, and that way when you show up next Saturday, you can just roll in and tuck in your napkin and ready. Good. So as far as the night goes, so they'll be kind of serving, and then do the different kind of like the jazz band or the mariachi band, do they kind of kind of go through and do a performance throughout the evening kind of thing?
Exactly. So last year we started with mariachi, doing kind of a pre-show mocktail hour.
Okay.
In the little theater, kind of little intimate atmosphere.
Kind of so they kind of come and be like the casual social hour, come and meet friends and have some punch or something, and then kind of just visit a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And then we'll have the dinner with our Jazz 2, followed by our Jazz 1 ensembles.
Very good. Excellent. So now these, when you guys are the performances that you guys do at the spaghetti dinner and things like, are those specific practices that you do for the event, or is all that incorporated as far as the competition, everything else? And so some of the music you think are actually some of our competition pieces that we do during.
Both. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. So half of them are about, they're getting ready for contest in April.
Okay.
And then always bring some back, some jazz standards every year.
Well, yeah. I mean, you gotta, like, if the jazz band's there's probably a few jazz songs. You're like, how can you be a jazz band and not play that song? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Or a mariachi. You know what I mean? It's like, come on, got to play the hits. But yeah, there's some pieces that are strictly, hey, this is our competition piece, and this is what we're trying to go. For you guys, when you get to, because I mean, music's fun. Everything, you guys are in it to play and have fun. Obviously, when you're competing, you're trying for precision and accuracy and getting, the notes, but part of the fun of music, particularly with jazz and probably even mariachi, I would say, is when you get to riff. You know what I mean? Or you get to kind of just have fun with it. So like at events like this, do you kind of get to, because I imagine like the traditional songs aren't your competition pieces. You're probably like, okay, we can put a little stank on it. You know what I mean? Do something to it. Whereas maybe it's a competition song that's like, no, we're going to play it how we perform it, or how we're going to be judged on it, kind of thing. Does it get like that for you guys a little bit, or is it, no, I mean, we just get in our zone and do our thing, kind of?
Yeah, they pretty well zone in. And
okay. Yeah. I didn't know if it was like, okay, because because really that's what music is. And I mean, Doctor could tell you this. You got to, I think the best musicians in the world, you got to learn the math and science behind the music. And then once you learn that, then you can break all the rules and do all the things to go to the next level.
Yeah.
So, and that's part of the music, and I'm sure that's what you guys learning in class and stuff every day, is that fact that that's it's no different than math and science. If you know the formulas, if you know how the chemistry works to put these two things together to make it work, then you can, all right, let's sprinkle in a little of this and let's do a little of that. And music is very much in that world.
Yeah.
So. I know we've talked before, but do you guys want to keep doing music after high school? Like, is that something you hope to incorporate in your lives, whether professionally or as some kind of hobby or just, personal joy for yourself?
I want to continue doing some sort of like playing after
like going to school. I'm gonna find a band or something, or maybe do some college band stuff, or very nothing, just find a bunch of friends and maybe start a band and hang out at dive bars on a Saturday night or something. just to have fun and do all that kind of stuff. So good deal. I am going to ask, what instruments do you play?
I play the trumpet.
Okay, what instruments do you play?
The flute.
Flute, and what are your?
The violin and vocals.
Okay, so if you had to pick another instrument, what would be like? I would love to play though. What would it be?
The saxophone.
Saxophone, okay. Mm-hmm. What about for you?
I would have to say, the saxophone.
Saxophone?
Yes, definitely.
Okay. 2 for sax? What about for you?
The guitar.
Is to get dates. That's what most guys get to guitar. I'm with you. I wish I could play guitar. Like I have zero music ability. I can appreciate music, but part of my problem, like guitar. See these hands? They're the size of 7-year-olds. Look at that.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of hard to play guitar with 7-year-old hands. So saxophone, huh? Why saxophone for you guys?
It's just like such a interesting instrument, and I feel like because I play flute, it might be. I'm pretty sure it's on like similar kind of, so it shouldn't be like too difficult to pick up on.
And I imagine in terms of jazz, the sax player is kind of the cool player. Like,
I think that's what
you know what I mean. Like, you know what I'm saying. Like when you look at a jazz band, he's all got the sunglasses, always chill, and you know what I mean. The sax player is always like the cool cat in the room in the jazz band. You know that, and the drummer too. You know, because they always have that certain look. That, you know what I mean? Yeah. Very good, But please, we would love to invite the public to come on out and be a part of our annual Noodles and Notes event. Again, mark it on your calendars. We're about a week out. It'll be on March 7th, not this Saturday, but the next Saturday at the Roswell High Commons area, which is at Roswell High there, 500 West Hobbs. Chow time is from 6 to 8:30 p.m., so you probably want to get there close to 6 so you can get there and get a table and enjoy all the performances and all the music here. And please, the more tables, the more dinners we purchase, the more money that the band has. Because this is the other thing too, and we talked about this last time you guys were on. You know, schools do help somewhat, but it costs an exorbitant amount of money to move a band, whether it's the jazz band, the entire band, the mariachi band, whatever parts of the band, to get it from point A to point B for competitions or for games on Friday night or whatever it is. It takes a lot of work from parents, volunteers, the students themselves, and the budget and the money doesn't always cover the cost to pay for like the team dinner for after the event or the overnight hotel stay that's required because they're coming from Farmington or whatever it is. And so when you come and enjoy spaghetti and enjoy the beautiful music and all the things and the fun night that's going to be happening, all that money goes back to supporting these kids in their program and allowing the Roswell High Band to continue to thrive and do things and who knows, go on to bigger and better things too. That's kind of what the point is here. Yeah. So that's why we ask you to buy mattresses and eat lots of pasta and come out and of course come out to the concerts and the events and things when we do have those here. But definitely want to do that. We do want to invite you. Did bring stuff. Is this all the mariachi or just like a portion?
It's a portion
of our Roswell High Mariachi Band.
Yeah.
And they're going to be doing some music here for us today. Do they need to get time to get set up or anything?
Probably a couple minutes.
Okay, yeah. Why don't they come in, start getting set up? We can chit chat a little bit if need be. We can take a break here or whatever. But
absolutely.
Yeah, let them go ahead and do their thing, and we'll chit chat here a minute. Do you need to be? Are you performing?
She is.
Okay, yeah, go do your thing. Get ready and come on in, and we'll get you guys set up here. So get your guitars and all that. We'll leave the heavy lifting to these three here for a minute while they get ready.
You can go get ready.
Oh, do you need to get ready?
Yeah.
Oh, you all need to get ready.
It's just her. I'm the only one not playing.
Well, lady, get to work.
Do you want us to go out in the hall and like warm up?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, do you think just for a minute? Yeah, tell me when you guys are ready. We'll bring you in here in a minute. We may pause for news or something that way.
Okay, sounds good.
That way we can give you a chance to come in here. But as far as what's on tap for the rest of the season for you guys, as far as competition and performances go, where's some places that folks can see you guys here in the coming months before the school year lifts out?
Actually, tomorrow we have our music in our schools performances with our combined middle schools and combined high schools.
Oh, great! So this is kind of that, working with the younger classes and the future Coyotes, and I guess probably Goddard Rocket Band members too as well.
Yeah.
Here,
So that concert is actually as soon as we're done here, they have to go to rehearsal.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And they have a concert tomorrow at 3:00 at Pueblo Auditorium.
Wow, you guys are busy.
Very busy. Yeah.
Excellent. So that'll be. So are you guys? Because I know Roswell Symphony Orchestra has their performance tomorrow night at the Pearson as well too. I didn't know. Are you guys kind of doing like a pre-showing for that a little bit?
No, we just kind of just where it fell on the calendar.
Okay. Just so happens that there had to be a lot of music going on at which, by the way, if you've never seen the RSO do any of their stuff too, have you guys ever gone out to see some of their shows before?
I have not. I definitely do want to go.
Oh yeah, those they are. People don't realize the Roswell Symphony Orchestra is really like New Mexico's symphony orchestra. Mm-hmm. They have players that are the tops in their game that come all over from the Southwest Texas, New Mexico, and literally a couple times a year they all came into town like yesterday. Yeah, and so they'll be working probably to and fro the next couple days, actually being in a room together, getting doing their performance, and then Saturday night. But go to RSO's website, get tickets if you haven't seen that. That's a great show too. But that's tomorrow night out there. So good deal. Do y'all do you get excited playing like with the middle school students and things like that? Is that something you enjoy doing?
Oh yeah, I like listening because we do like separate. It's like the high school and the middle school.
Okay.
So I like watching the middle schoolers. I think they're very cute and they play really good. They're doing really good for their age. A lot better than when I was in middle school.
Right,
for
you're
sure.
kind of like they always look older and bigger when like later on, right?
Yeah, it's when I was in middle school in the advanced band. I was the only flute, and there was like I think 7 other students. So there was 8 of us in total at Sierra Middle School.
Okay.
So yeah.
So they were representing the flute game strong.
Yeah,
so.
I definitely was. Yes.
Nice. My wife would appreciate that. She was a flute player in band too.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's
yeah. She. But weirdly enough, the only instrument she plays now, is guitar, and so she has music ability. I do not. Do not know. Like I was telling the story yesterday. You know, in 4th grade, when they teach you the recorder.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do remember that.
The top 3 notes, Hot Cross Buns or 3 Blind Mice, I'll nail that song.
Yeah.
I will Beethoven the snot out of that thing. But anything past that,
nothing.
You hit that 4th note, it's like I don't know what happened. But they asked me not to play anymore after that. So good deal. Good deal. Are you guys about ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Come on in and let's get come on in. So we have got with us members of the Roswell High Mariachi Band, who are part of kind of the whole Roswell High Band, the Roswell High Jazz Band. Cool. You want to introduce everybody, Doctor, or just kind of give them we got a full band. We got guitars, we got violins. All right, I got to ask.
Okay.
I know in country music, that's a fiddle. I know in an orchestral situation, that's a violin. In mariachi, is that a fiddle or a violin? Violin.
Violin, yeah.
Okay. I didn't know. Or did we go with third name? That kind of throws it out. But I'm sorry, Doctor. Introduce our students here.
Good. So we have Isaac, Ezekiel, Kimberly, we met, Malia, Isaiah, Annabella, Leslie, and Cassie.
Very good. Welcome, guys. Are y'all, how old are you guys? All seniors?
No, we have...
I'm the only senior.
The only senior.
Well, we have...
I'm a senior. Oh, yeah.
You're a senior.
Cassie's a senior. So seniors, juniors, and sophomores.
Very good. All right. So how many are servers on Saturday?
Oh, they're all playing.
Oh, y'all playing.
Yeah.
She's the lone
she'll
server.
pull double duty. Yeah.
She's spaghetti queen. So all right. I'm sorry. What's one of the songs they're going to be doing here?
So let's do Los Laureles first with Leslie here singing.
Very good. And I'm going to turn my mic off.
You might want to move also like that way because it's.
Am I going to get it's going to blow my hair back?
Yeah.
All right.
Can I move this?
All right. Very good. Here's our Roswell High Mariachi Band.
I can't see.
headphones on so I could hear it on the radio. It sounded the radio, what they're hearing on the radio. It sounded really good there. I gotta ask, what kind of guitar is that? That is the fattest. Like,
so this isn't like technically a guitar. It's its own. It's part of the guitar family, but it's called a guitarón.
Guitarón.
It originated from Mexico.
Yeah.
I think.
Okay.
So it's like just a really big bass guitar. That's basically
okay.
What it is.
So I was wondering, is it like a, or is it like a cross between a guitar and what's the I just my head a brain cramp. the guitar, the one with the kind of the
double bass.
Yeah, like a double bass.
Yeah, so it's a modified double bass and bass guitar, which also allows them to play two note chords as well.
Well, it's got like the tank of the guitar.
Yeah.
Whatever, it literally is like 2 feet deep. So it's like, wow.
Yeah.
But that was amazing, guys. Thank you. I didn't know, you don't think so much singing in band. So much.
Correct.
With
Yeah.
mariachi and jazz and that's very much good. So that was amazing. So how long have you guys been playing? Just kind of shout it out. 1 year for you? That's amazing.
Mariachi.
For mariachi. How much have you been playing? This is the first year for you guys?
Second year.
Yeah, so
2 years?
yeah, this program is just in its second year.
Okay. Did you guys play like with your family or stuff before getting involved with bands? So this is all new.
Other than band.
Okay. Like listen to it, like families or anything? You have mariachi fans growing up and stuff? 'Cause like do you speak Spanish? So you know what you're saying. See, that would be my problem. Is I don't know the words. I'm like, I just butcher the words. I don't know what I do there. But that's amazing. Very good. How long? So, like as far as practicing goes, what's the average? Like, how long do you guys work on like how many hours a week do you guys work on mariachi stuff? Do you think on average?
It honestly just depends what day.
Gotcha.
If we have A day or B day, because we have mariachi A days, so
Okay.
it can vary from 3 days or to 2 days.
Okay.
We practice an hour.
Yeah. Hour and a half, 90 minutes. Yeah.
But I mean, do you guys have to still even go home and kind of work on the pieces and things? You guys spend.
Yeah.
I mean, is there a lot of time where you're, end of the day, whatever on the TV, and you're just sitting there, trying to, even if you're just finger picking, just kind of mental playing a little bit. Okay. Well, cool. Good. Now you guys want to, like after school and all that, you guys want to keep dabbling with mariachi and stuff? Is this something you're like, you know what, I kind of want to keep doing this, keep going. Next thing you know, you guys will got to get outfits and we got a whole mariachi?
Yeah, that's next. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, where did you guys like? Where's your just curious? Where's your music interest lie outside of this? Like what's your when no one's making you listen to music? What are you listening to?
Cassie, what do you listen to?
I don't know. I listen to mainly rock.
Rock? What? I mean, you guys are young. Of course you're listening. What's mine? You know, of course. What about you guys?
I listen to mariachi.
Okay, so you grew up, or you like mariachi coming into this. You're like, no, I'm a fan, and I like some of the hits and a few songs. I got my playlist. Yeah, I got you. Okay. Anybody else?
Just country and norteño.
Okay. Gotcha. So just tradition, hey, now do you play that?
Mm-hmm.
Because I see the way you're holding guitar and things like this guy does other things.
So my 6-string broke at home, and that's why I kind of just that's it to us.
Well, my wife has one. That's how I know exactly. You don't see them as often as you do a 6-string, but my wife has a very nice one. So I was kind of like, people that have a 12-string generally play guitar. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not new to guitar. Very good. Well, I know you guys have another song that you wanted to play.
Absolutely. This one's going to feature Kimberly Eldore.
All right. She is the.
I gotta be honest. You're the jack of all trades. She plays, she serves, she does it all. So when she's not playing, she's gonna be serving you spaghetti on Saturday.
Yeah, sadly.
Well, I think it's by demand.
Yeah.
By request.
Yep.
Yes, very good. But I'll shut up and let you guys do your thing.
Tendrás que llorar, llorar y llorar, llorar y llorar. Dirás que no me quisiste, pero vas a estar muy triste y así te me vas a quedar. Con dinero y sin dinero, hago siempre lo que quiero. Y mi palabra vale. No tengo trono ni reina, ni nadie que me comprenda, pero sigo siendo el rey.
Nice. Very good. So,
I gotta turn my mic back on. So, what's this? What is that story? What's the song about? What is? Do you guys know? I mean, is it a love song? Is it a sad song? Is it a happy song? What's the? Do you guys know what the story is? I'm asking. I'm legit asking. I have no idea.
That's a great question.
Yeah.
We don't have to translate it
Yeah.
in English, but it's just talking about I would say it's talking about him being kings of all mariachi. That's what I would think.
Okay. All right. Anybody have a different opinion? I'm curious. Now I'm curious. I know I was getting. Oh, we're getting philosophical here now. I didn't know. I was just curious. Does it mean anything else to you guys? Something different? Okay. Go ahead, Doctor.
No, so it's just the king of mariachi. Whether he's rich, poor.
Okay. So it's just really a celebratory mariachi song, basically. Yeah. Okay. That's why I was kind of curious because I was kind of follow because I don't understand the words, so I'm kind of the tone and everything, and I was at first it sounds like we're a little sad, but then it was picking up as okay, so I was maybe it's starts sad and gets happy. So I was just curious what kind of was what we were talking about a little bit there too. So I'm curious. I'm sure there's students and things, but as far as getting involved with band, You know, how does that? I mean, obviously going through middle school and everything by the time they get to high school, but I imagine there's students that probably never touched an instrument in middle school, and they're thinking they get to high school and I think I want to try band. How does that process work?
So in high school, we usually start them out in our lower level ensembles. Everyone here is either in choir, band, or orchestra.
Okay.
As well.
Just can't roll right up into mariachi.
Right, yeah.
Gotcha, okay.
Yeah. So they have to have those basic fundamentals.
Gotcha.
Because we don't work on those fundamentals. I give them music. Sure. Here it is.
At this point, they know how to play music. Yeah. It's time for you to do the math and science and figure out how to make it magic kind of thing. Okay, cool. All right, very good. Was it a challenge for you guys? Like when you first, when either the doctor or yourself said, all right, this mariachi thing might be, but were you kind of like excited but challenged, or what was kind of your thoughts when you kind of first heard about mariachi and saying, hey, we should do this?
Well, he kind of just told me, you're going to be a mariachi.
Gotcha.
I'm setting you up for mariachi.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay. And then he just gave me music. He's like, practice this over the summer.
Nice.
Yep. And they got it, yeah.
But look what you got exposed to. You're kind of, and you're probably kind of, like, were you pretty... you're a fan, so maybe you kind of had a little bit more background. But for the most of you, was this going blind for you guys? Are you coming in saying you've had a little family, little history, no knowledge there?
No, I didn't go in blind. I was one of the first ones. I was there for when mariachi first started up in the school.
Gotcha.
And I first started because in the summer of last year, before last school year, there was a little camp at Mesa.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or if middle schoolers wanted to do mariachi.
Okay.
And our previous orchestra teacher, the one who started mariachi, he asked if I wanted to play the guitarón.
Gotcha.
I played it. So I played it, and I got a week of experience to learn it. And then when mariachi came around, I just picked it up from there.
Just kind of goes natural. Now, as far as the finger and everything, is it pretty much the same, or is it different from, say, a 12-string to something?
So for guitarons and guitars they just play normal chords.
Okay.
So harder for them. But for me, I will only ever play 2 strings.
Gotcha.
And it'll always be the same note.
But his arms are this big because he's got to wear a guitar that weighs 1,000. Probably looks like it weighs 1,000 pounds.
Actually, they're pretty light. These guitarons, they're handmade in Mexico.
It's a beautiful instrument,
yes,
but it looks bulky. It does look.
Yeah.
It literally looks like a guitar on steroids. It kind of has that kind of look to it. But so it's unique here and everything else. But again, we want to invite folks to come on out, support the Roswell High Band. Next Saturday, March 7th, is the Roswell High Band's Jazz Band's annual Noodles and Notes event. It'll be beginning at 6 p.m. at Roswell High on March 7th. Goes till 8:30 p.m. It'll be in the Commons there at Roswell High. Please, RSVP, get tickets. If you know any Roswell High Band member, you can hit them up. They'll get you tickets. But if you don't know any, please don't hesitate to get on Facebook, reach out to the Roswell High Band Boosters page or Roswell High Band page or Jazz Band. I think there's a couple different. Is there a mariachi band one too, maybe?
Not yet.
Not yet. Working on that. But your next project after you're done serving spaghetti, get the Facebook page up. Just kidding.
Well, you put that idea.
Guess what I'm doing at 2:00 today. But definitely come support the band, support the hard work that you guys do. And how many seniors? Raise your hand again, if seniors. 1, 2, just the 2 here. Are you excited? Nervous? What's because I know we're in February, but June's like tomorrow. So, you excited? What are you thinking?
Pretty excited.
Yeah, good deal. Do you have plans after? Do you know what you want to do yet? Okay. You want to keep playing?
I do. I love playing.
Good deal. Do you want to keep doing mariachi? Do you want to do more?
Possibly.
Okay, very good. Maybe even, do maybe orchestral or something in college maybe or something like that, or band or something like that. Cool. Very good. For you, have you thought about what's next? What do you want to do? I forgot. I know we talked a little bit about it. Just want to remind folks.
I want to become a movie producer.
That's right. You want to make movies and all that good stuff too, and do your own music scores. That's right. Remember we were talking about that. Because you got the music background, so you can do your own music scores and everything. You know why? Directed music, all boom, just all your name right there. Don't and buy. Doctor, is there any information we wanted to cover? Anything we wanted to mention that we failed to cover here?
Yeah. So. Next Saturday is our event, $25 a ticket.
Yes.
If you want to sponsor a table, tables are $200 a table.
Okay, and that seats 8?
Seats 8,
gotcha.
Correct.
Okay.
And they come with swag bags as well for those purchased tables.
It's a bag of spaghetti. I'm just kidding.
All the proceeds goes towards our Jazz Fest and buying music and supplies for mariachi.
Absolutely. Oh yeah, that's the other part we didn't even talk about is whenever they do a concert or do a performance, the composers and the writers of all the music they're playing have to get paid.
Yeah.
So guess who has to pay the licensing and all that anytime the band does a performance? The Roswell High Band does.
Yeah.
And licensing and all that is not cheap.
Yeah.
Go ask your local community theaters about costs for movie rights and all those kinds of things. Yeah, it's pretty. And you need uniforms.
Yeah, that's next on our list.
Yeah,
nice.
we don't really have money for mariachi since we just started out. So the songs that we have right now are songs that they had in the past.
Gotcha.
So
you need your own flavor.
We really need our own money to
gotcha.
do
Yeah.
music, especially if we want to do something for Mother's Day.
Yeah, which is like, again, May's like tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, very good. So, I guess we need to get on that Facebook page then, huh? Let's get that up and running here pretty quick. So, but come and then of course, like I said, you guys are going to be performing tomorrow too with the middle school and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Where's that at again?
It's 3 p.m. at Pueblo.
That's
Auditorium.
at the Pueblo Auditorium.
Yeah.
So if you're bringing families out, come say hi to some of the Roswell High Band members. They'll be out there working with the kids and everything else out there too. So, guys, thank you very much. I know you guys get to go to practice and all that now, so probably let you go grab grab some breakfast and get going. Since the doctor made you get up early, make him get you breakfast on the way. So.
We'll see.
He doesn't even have money.
That shouldn't stop us. I don't have any money either. But
we can get donuts.
Good deal. I'll leave. As always, thank you very much. And
yes, thank you.
We'll see you guys next time.
Yes, sir. You got it.
All right. Take care, guys. You gotta have the hats with the outfits. I mean, you can't come in with the hats too. So, doctor, as always, thank you very much. And
yes, thank you.
We'll see you guys next time.
Yes, sir. You got it.
All right. Take care, guys.
With SRN News, I'm Rich Thomason in Washington. Day 6 of the Iran war, Israel and Iran continue trading missile fire. The Israeli military says it's launching new strikes in Lebanon against the Iranian-backed Hezbollah terror group. President Trump, meanwhile, says the war is progressing very well. The Senate has rejected a Democrat attempt to stop the conflict. A war powers resolution has gone down to defeat in the Senate. Republicans are invoking the war and the prospect of retaliatory terrorist attacks as they tee up votes on a funding bill for the Department of Homeland Security. Democrats have been blocking DHS funding. No presidential endorsement yet in the Texas U.S. Senate runoff between Republican incumbent Senator John Cornyn and challenger State Attorney General Ken Paxton. The president says an endorsement will come soon. More details, srnnews.com.
If I were working for Google or Microsoft right now, marketing Chromebooks and Surface laptops, I'd be sweating. And if you're about to buy a new laptop, stop. Pay attention. I'm Kim Commander for LinkedIn. For small businesses, every hire matters. Get $100 off your first job post with LinkedIn Hiring Pro at linkedin.com/Kim. Yesterday, Apple introduced the MacBook Pro Neo. Now, right off the bat, this is not a powerhouse machine. But here's the thing, neither is a Chromebook or a Surface laptop. And most people don't need a powerhouse anyway. For $599, you get a 2.7-pound laptop with a 13-inch liquid retina display with a sharp resolution, a fast 6-core CPU, and a battery that lasts 16 hours on a single charge. 16. So before you buy anything else, you should look at this one. It is a total game changer for Apple. Every color printer puts invisible tracking dots on pages. I'll tell you more in tomorrow's newsletter. Sign up at getkim.com. For small businesses, every single hire matters. But finding the right person can take time and energy you just don't have. That's where LinkedIn Hiring Pro comes in. It's like having a smart hiring partner that helps you focus on the candidates who are a great fit, so you can hire with confidence. I know firsthand how time-consuming hiring can be. You're running a business, wearing a dozen hats, and you're sorting through countless applications, trying to spot that right person. Posting a job is easy. It's the finding, connecting, and screening applicants that you don't have time for. LinkedIn Hiring Pro handles it all for you. Writing the job description, finding top candidates, even conducting AI-powered first interviews. Forget digging through countless resumes. Hire right the first time. Post your first job and get $100 off your job post at linkedin.com/Kim. That's linkedin.com/Kim. Terms and conditions apply. This is a total game changer. Don't miss out. Post your first job and get $100 off right now at linkedin.com/Kim.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. Watch out for some blowing dust across the roadways today. Wind gusting to 40 miles an hour. Afternoon high will be in the low 80s. Then we have cold front moving through tonight. Skies will stay clear, though. We'll be in the mid 40s. And then pretty windy on Friday and quite a bit cooler. We'll be staying in the low 70s on our afternoon high. Mix of sun and clouds and 60s on Saturday and Sunday. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
It's time for the Chaffetz County Sports Report. Softball season is here, especially for the Goddard Rockets. It begins today. Goddard will be taking on Hobbs on the road in a twin bill. Starts at 4 o'clock. Last year, Goddard was 15-14 overall. 3-6 in a tough district that included Lovington and Artesia. And also, Roswell will begin tomorrow for its softball slate. The Coyotes were 10-16 last year, but 6-6 in district and tied for second in district. Undefeated Carlsbad led the pack there. Roswell plays at the Cleveland Classic tomorrow in Rio Rancho with games against Piedra Vista and Kirtland Central starting at 9:30. Kirtland Central at 1:30, and then Saturday, Roswell plays Oregon Mountain at 11:30 and Volcano Vista at 3:30. The Sports Report brought to you by DSI. Call DSI for all your office technology needs. I'm Eric Butler at Roswell's Talk FM 106.5.
With the Wall Street Business Report, I'm Bill Alexander. The Iran war's disruption of Middle East oil and gas supplies and soaring prices are strengthening Russia's ability to profit from its energy exports. Prices for Russia's oil exports have risen from under $40 per barrel to about $62 per barrel. First on fears of war and then due to interruption of almost all tanker traffic through the Strait of Hormuz. The Iran war is also disrupting the wider global supply chain beyond oil, affecting everything from pharmaceuticals from India, semiconductors from Asia, and oil-derived products like fertilizers that come from the Middle East. A blackout hit the western half of Cuba Wednesday, leaving millions of people in Havana and beyond without power in the latest outage to affect an island struggling with dwindling oil reserves. The Federal Aviation Administration has extended its ban on U.S. commercial flights to Haiti's capital through September 3rd over a risk that criminal gangs could target aircraft. For the Wall Street Business Report, I'm Bill Alexander in Washington.
Hey, Roswell, it's Ford Truck Month, and your friends at Roswell Ford are rolling out massive savings on all new Fords and 000. You heard right. During Ford Truck Month, get 0% financing for 60 months, 0 down, and 0 payments for 90 days. Plus, Roswell Ford needs your trade today, so we are willing to overpay. We'll do whatever it takes to get you released from your car, truck, or SUV, even if you owe thousands more than your trade is worth. So you can upgrade to a new Ford for less, with 0% financing for 60 months, 0 down, and 0 payments for 90 days. Roswell Ford has partnered with more aggressive lenders that will push to approve your credit with great rates and terms, even if it's less than perfect. Get on board at Roswell Ford. Upgrade to a new Ford today and get huge American-made savings with 0% financing for 60 months, 0 down, and 0 payments for 90 days during Ford Truck Month. 821 North Main Street in beautiful Roswell. Call 575-623-3673 or online at roswellford.com.
Interest accrues from date of sale. 0 APR is $16.67 per thousand. Financed on 2025 F-150s. Subject to lender approval. Offers not combined on select vehicles.
The great one, Mark Levin, is now in Roswell on 106.5 KEND Roswell.
Breaking news this hour from Town Hall. I'm Rich Thomason. It is day 6 of the Iran war. Israel and Iran continue to trade missile fire, although The BBC's Yolande Nell in Jerusalem says Israel is hoping to see less of it.
The Israeli authorities have said that from today they're going to easing the restrictions on the Israeli public that were introduced since Saturday, saying that is due to the decline in incoming rocket fire from Iran. The Israeli military spokesman in his last briefing was really putting that decline down to the successful military operations to target Iranian missile storage sites and missile launch sites.
Israel's military says it is launching new strikes in Lebanon against the Iranian-backed Hezbollah terror group. President Trump says overall the war progressing very well. The Senate has rejected a Democratic attempt to stop the conflict.
Senate Republicans voted down a war powers resolution that would restrict President Trump's ability to continue major combat operations against Iran. The vote fell mostly along party lines. It was a sign of early GOP public support for a conflict that has rapidly spread across the Middle East. Democrats complain that the war is not justified and that there's no clear U.S. exit strategy. Greg Clugston, Washington.
Republicans are invoking the war as well as the prospect of retaliatory terrorist attacks as they tee up votes on a funding bill for the Department of Homeland Security. Democrats have been blocking funding for the department. No presidential endorsement yet in the Texas U.S. Senate runoff between Republican incumbent John Cornyn and challenger State Attorney General Ken Paxton. President Trump says that his endorsement will be coming soon. On Wall Street this morning, the Dow is down 268 points, while the Nasdaq is trading 57 points higher. More on these stories, townhall.com.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
Saying no to a massive boring project.
Nashville Metro Council members have passed a resolution opposing a planned tunnel by one of Elon Musk's companies to offer express rides in Teslas. The vote was 22-15 with 2 abstentions. The resolution cannot stop, stall, or change plans for the Music City Loop. The lawmakers wanted to register their grievances. Many feel officials with the company, known as the Boring Company, have not been transparent and have sidestepped local input. The tunnel is not expected to cost taxpayers anything. The first section is expected to open early next year. I'm Mike Hempen.
China has set an economic growth target of 4.5% to 5% for this year, a slight decrease in the face of a prolonged property slump and other headwinds and global uncertainty. The target is in the annual report opening session of this year's meeting of the National People's Congress. News and analysis at townhall.com. A Texas court has declined to shut down Camp Mystic, where 25 girls and 2 counselors were killed in catastrophic flooding last year.
Judge Maya Guerra Gamble did order Camp Mystic's owners not to alter nor demolish the cabins where campers were housed during the floods and not to use that area. One victim's family suing the camp had sought to keep it closed and halt any new construction while their lawsuit is pending. The bodies of 2 children have never been recovered. Jason Walker reporting.
Lou Holtz, the College Football Hall of Fame coach, led Notre Dame to a national championship and won 249 games over 33 seasons at 6 schools, has died. Notre Dame says he died in Orlando, Florida, surrounded by his family. Lou Holtz was 89 years old. More on these stories, townhall.com.
What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here?
I promise you, whatever scum did this, not one man in this force will rest for 1 minute until he's behind bars. Now let's grab a bite to eat. Yeah, come on.
I feel the hot wind on my shoulder and the touch of a world that is older. I hit the switch and check the number. I leave it on and then I slumber. I hear the rhythm ringing through it. Flamenco guitar and cumbia music. I hear the talking of the DJ. Let's have a listen. What does he say? I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican radio.
Broadcasting live from high atop the J.P. White Building in downtown Roswell, New Mexico. It's Mornings with Mike Winters on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Is that what I sound like when I talk?
Now, here's your host, Mike Winters.
And good morning. 6 minutes after 8 o'clock. Welcome to hour number 2.
Deuce. My voice isn't much better, honestly.
Sorry, I was trying to clear out there to make it better, but it didn't come out better. Sorry about that. Happy Thursday, everybody. Hey.
Yep. Welcome to the penultimate day of the week.
Yeah. Well, your day is going well. Probably better than mine at this particular moment, but yeah.
Oy.
It's getting worse. I'm sorry.
No, I don't apologize. I feel terrible for you.
Well, I feel bad. This is sure. I hate this. But, I'm sorry. I'm trying.
No, it's all right. Obviously, Mike's American Idol auditions this weekend are shot.
Yeah.
That's for sure. I did want to mention something real quick because I've got something rather interesting coming. Actually, in the mail, I believe today.
Yeah.
Something relatively out of the ordinary for somebody like me, but if you kind of know who I am, it makes more sense, or know what I've been doing lately. So, I restarted my doomsday prepping.
Good.
Lately.
I guess.
Yeah.
We do have a war going on.
I want to make sure we have an operation going on. Let's make sure. But despite what our esteemed president is calling it, it's an operation, apparently. Either way, I have arriving in the mail today a telescoping fishing rod and reel set and a machete.
All right.
It was like I was going through stuff in my bug out bag that I have and that I don't have, and I'm like, I've got some decent sized blades, but I've got a couple of axes, but what I need is a good long blade for like if I'm like needing to like hack into a forest, or if I need to like shave a longer branch for some some tinder to start a fire. I'm gonna need something a little longer, so. Got me a long boy.
All right.
And I have a fishing kit. I've ordered fishing. Now, if you know me, you know I hate fishing.
I was about to say, I don't think I've ever heard you once talk about fishing.
I have gone fishing exactly one time in my adult life, and that was with a woman. It's because I was just trying to impress a woman. But I don't like fishing. I generally don't.
Did you catch fish?
No, not at all. Caught a feel. But the point is...
Got a second date.
And a second date. Well, she was a girlfriend at the time. But I don't like to fish. And a lot of that's tied in with my childhood, with my relationship with my dad. And when we went fishing, it was be quiet, boy, you're scaring the fish. And I would sit there and twiddle my thumbs while he drank with his friends and all that. And I just have never attached fishing to good thoughts and memories. I need to change that. Because moving forward, if I'm in one of these scenarios, I need to have that in my tool belt as a survival tactic.
Well, that's the thing I was about to say to you, is you got this bug out bag. Mm-hmm. It's got a machete and a collapsing fishing pole and MREs or whatever else is in there. And I'm like, that fishing pole's wonderful. But if you don't know how to use it, what's the point of doing it? So you might want to get proficient with this stuff. Which is
why I'm looking to teach a man to fish. I can fish. I just have never enjoyed it, so I don't really put a lot of stock into it. So I just need to brush up on what I know and what and I'm picking up little things along the way, like stuff that can be used as makeshift bait in a pinch. Like there's a one prepper that carries pink It's like a pink yarn.
Yeah.
And he uses that as a makeshift worm for when he's like, fishing for certain types of fish, and it works really well because it just looks like a worm in the water. So things like that, The other thing I need to get, or I want to get, is a bivvy, which is like a tinier version of a sleeping bag that can trap in warmth. I don't have one of those yet.
What I think, I think you're gonna learn the more if you study this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I truly, if you really, really want to learn stuff like this,
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you right now, if you're looking for good ideas, watch those Alone shows.
Alone, yeah, and that's kind of, it's in my lineup. I'm like, I need to go sit down and actually watch.
And
those.
to be honest, you're going to learn that some of the things you're putting in your go bag are a complete waste of time.
Right, which is actually what I've been doing recently, is kind of like honing it, like tightening it up.
And to be honest, the collapsible fishing bowl, though could be handy, there are other ways to achieve the same thing.
Right, and I have line
with less space, less effort. And
I could, if in theory, like the machete is one of the pole is one of those things where, for the first part of any kind of survive, I'm going to want decent tools. Once that thing is shot to nonsense, I can use a machete, cut down a piece of a decent sized.
Do you
branch.
have a ferro rod?
Yes, I've got actually 3 of those, and weirdly, like 7 whistles. Like I have a lot of whistles. Like I look like a Minnesota protester. I have so many whistles.
And the ferro rod is going to be your lifesaver.
Oh yeah, no, I've got a.
That's the one time you can make fire when you have no match.
I've got like 17 different ways to make fire. That's like the core of my kit is I'm going to make sure I have.
How do you know how to make a fire?
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely. Yeah, I've got
like a fire without matches.
Yeah, I've got wax flints. I've got the ferro rod. I've got.
Do you know how to like build the fire?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like build your nest to get the ember and all that. Yeah, it's different than a match.
Yeah,
you gotta build a little bird nest.
I did spend a little time in scouting. It was Cub Scouting, but it was scouting.
Yeah.
so I learned a couple things. But yeah, no, the core of building a fire, I pretty much got that down. Which is another reason I wanted a sharper blade, so that if I need to like break down a branch or some timber into a easier to burn situation, I have a sharp blade. I can kind of flint that off.
And I got to ask this too, is like when it comes to fishing, like say you never gone fishing, have you ever cleaned and filleted fish?
Yes, once.
Okay, and you might want to get better at that.
Yeah, no, I know. You know what I want to get? And it's an older product, but I want to get one of them Wonder Boners.
Yeah.
From back in the day. I know, kids, I know. But back in the day, they had this product called a Wonder Boner. You take your fish and you just like line it up and you stretch it over it and it takes all the bones out.
Yeah.
So I want to get me one of those. But no, that's one of those. I actually am taking an online course, so to speak, of just kind of a fishing for dummies, just a novice course.
Well, and here's another thought. Like you're talking about your little fish boner toy or whatever there.
Man, I want to cuss so bad right now.
But when you're...
Anglers use these things. It was a big deal.
But that's we're talking a different scenario here.
Yeah, I know.
These guys when they're done, they're going to go on the lake, drink a 12-pack of beer, and go fry fish.
Right.
You're not doing that. You're trying to survive, which means you're going to eat parts of that fish that you would not normally eat.
Right.
Like the eyeballs, the head, because all of that stuff has prime nutrients.
Oh, absolutely.
And when you're in a survival mode, taste is way down on the list. Calories is much more important.
I've also been learning how to ferment too. So, just so I can have my 12-pack at the end of the day.
You know what else I'd learned very well? And this would be something. If you're serious about this, study plant life in your area. Know the edible plants.
Right.
Know the medicinal plants. Know which ones, know what aloe looks like. Know what some of these other desert plants are. And to be honest, it's different wherever you live.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
So what it's here in New Mexico is not going to be the same in Texas or Maryland or someplace else. Northern New Mexico is going to be 90% different than southern New Mexico.
100%, yeah.
But yeah,
it's way more lush up in that region. But
if you really, really want to study this, there's a lot you got to know. It's not just going out in the woods and sleeping under a couple logs. It's a little more than that.
Sure.
Yeah.
But I feel at least this way I'm better prepared than I was before.
Put it this way: you can have the most amazing go bag in the world, but if you don't know how to use any of it up here, it's a paperweight.
Right.
So
the food situation, I've actually kind of that's one of the things I've knocked out of the bag entirely. I don't. Besides maybe a few like ration bars, I'm not really taking any kind of actual food because I figure that's just going to weigh down the bag. I've also deconspicuated my bag just to kind of like, make it less look like a survival pack that would be, oh, hey, that's free gear.
Right.
Or just like, oh, the guy's got a backpack, So taking off a lot of the patches and stuff like that and just kind of normalizing and beating it up a little bit. I had the idea I was going to hook it up to the back of my car and just drive it around the block a couple times just to get it all beat up.
That'll take care of itself. But yeah, I would be honest. If I were you, I'd even plan a few
scenarios,
camping trips. Go try this stuff out. Go build yourself a shelter.
Right.
Go light a fire.
That's the other thing too. Is I've camped a few times in my adult life, but it was never one of those situations I've really like subjected myself to, and I don't know how the kids would totally feel about that. I'm not 100% sure how Rhiannon takes to any situation that doesn't involve Wi-Fi.
Another thing I would invest heavily in, if you haven't already, water filtration.
Yeah, actually, and that's the next thing on my list. I was looking at the Life Straw is good, but the filter on it only lasts for 5 years. I think.
And here's the thing:
there's one I was looking at that's the filtration on it is 100,000 gallons.
Right.
So it's
and these are going to be good for you when you can't have fire, because most of the time you can just get some running water that's fresh. If you boil it to a running boil, that's usually safe enough to allow you to drink it and not have to worry about the bacteria so much.
Yeah, no, I was actually that's more recently looking into filtration systems. This the one I was looking at. It's 99.999 of like cryptosporidium and like all other harmful bacteria essentially. So that's one. The Life Straw, it's an option, but I feel like it's more clunky and gimmicky than anything else.
Yeah.
But definitely water filtration is a big one. I have a Camel bag. A couple other things to store water.
Well, you're going to find, and I know I didn't want to get prepper mode, but then we got to start the interview. I got to shut up. But
I was trying to fill some time because I know your interview was a little shorter.
In this scenario, your biggest issues are going to be from getting sick.
Oh, yeah.
And so you got to be mindful of cleanliness. I mean, to a point, you're in the middle of the woods. But as far as what you intake, because diarrhea in that situation can kill you.
That's a death sentence.
It's a different kind of world.
You're losing hydration.
If you start eating meat and things that aren't properly or spoiled or tainted, and it's very easy to do out in the wild, or
I love taint, so
or drinking water that was not properly filtered, or that's how you get knocked out. I've seen people in these shows, they'll drink the water day one thinking, oh, they're fine. Oh, I'm going to take a risk and drink it. 3 days later, they're out.
Yeah.
Because they're puking their guts out.
Giardia or whatever.
It happens.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to play our interview with Elliot Rodriguez here from Lone Depot. And so we're going to, I'm just going to shut up and I'm going to play weather. I'm not even going to do the weather because I'm just going to let the meteorologist do it because
that's what they pay him for.
I don't want to expose you to this anymore. And so let's do this. Let's do the weather, quick commercial break, and then our interview with Elliot Rodriguez from Lone Depot. If I can get this stupid mouse to get on the button. It's going up. Here it is. No, it's left. This is the most amazingly stupid thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, I can't stand that.
All right.
It changes the cursor when you move it.
It does. All right. I think I'm on the button. I lost the button. This is the most. All right. I'm going to do this and just hit it.
There we go.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. Watch out for some blowing dust across the roadways today. Wind gusting to 40 miles an hour. Afternoon high will be in the low 80s. Then we have cold front moving through tonight. Skies will stay clear, though. We'll be in the mid 40s. And then pretty windy on Friday and quite a bit cooler. We'll be staying in the low 70s on our afternoon high. Mix of sun and clouds and 60s on Saturday and Sunday. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Innovation, service, integrity, and knowledge. J.S. Ward and Son Insurance Agency. Auto and home, life and health, personal and commercial. Bonds too, since 1925. We have the coverage for you. Innovation, service, service, integrity, and knowledge. J.S. Ward and Son Insurance Agency.
Artesia General Hospital presents your fall and winter health checklist. Fall and winter are beautiful seasons, but they're also cold and flu season. So here are a few quick tips to help keep you healthy. Tip number 1, hand hygiene. It's your first line of defense. Wash for 20 seconds with warm water and soap. Tip 2, holiday food strategy. Fill half your dish with fruits and veggies first. Pick lean meats and save room for just one dessert you'll really enjoy. Tip 3, protect your skin. Heaters dry the air, so moisturize daily and drink plenty of water. Healthy choices now mean more energy and a happier winter. These healthy living reminders are brought to you by Artesia General Hospital, ready to help take care of you and your family.
Are you ready to succeed? ENMUR's dedicated facilities and faculties provide an exceptional learning experience, from academic programs to behavioral sciences, business, health education, or technical education. ENMU Roswell offers a wide variety of certifications and degree programs designed to take your education and experience to the next level. Eastern New Mexico University Roswell, worth the journey. Roswell's hometown university.
Success starts here. ENMU Roswell.
Check out some of the bargains you'll find this week at your local Farmers Country Market. Select bags of Orina potatoes are just $3.98 each, and select cans of Star-Kissed Chunk Light Tuna in oil or water are only 68 cents each. In produce, large Hass avocados are 99 cents each, and large green bell peppers are 3 for $1. In the meat department, farm-raised tilapia fillets are $3.99 a pound, and whole fryers are only $1.19 a pound. These are just some of the savings you'll find this week at your local Farmers Country Market.
If you want to install a new roof, you can do it the cheap way or you can do it the right way. Jennifer here from Trustmark Roofing, and one of our customers recently found this out the hard way. He was going to hire us to re-roof his roof, but he found someone to do the job for $2,000 cheaper. Half a year later, this customer called us to re-inspect his brand new roof. Turns out this contractor was not a contractor at all. He had no license and no insurance. The roof was installed incorrectly and never had been passed by the city inspector. We had to re-roof his brand new roof, tear off the shingles, and start from scratch. It was the most expensive $2,000 anyone has ever saved. If you need a roof installed the right way, you can trust who your neighbors trust. You can trust Trustmark Roofing for no obligation to the penny quote on your roof transformation. Call 575-755-ROOF. That's 575-755-7663.
Trustmark Roofing, we put people first.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. More than 50% of Americans fall asleep on their sides. That's way better than falling asleep on someone else's side. Here's Mike Winters.
In the studio this morning from Lone Depot here in Roswell. Ellie Rodriguez back with us. Good morning.
Good morning, Roswell.
How's life in your world this morning?
Chaotic.
Yeah, it's busy.
We were just talking about that, so.
And I think it's the season, too. Like, people...
I think it is, maybe.
I think spring is just home buying season. You know what I mean? People, like, the weather's nice. People want to get out and look at homes and do all this. I think a lot of people just are in the market during the spring, it seems like.
It's very interesting because there's a lot of stuff happening in the market, and then it's going up and down, up and down. So it hasn't changed to the point that, it's like fantastic.
Right.
Okay. But it's still great. It's getting better. The rates are possibly, in a possible way, positively getting better slowly. Right. Very slowly, folks.
The trend's this way, not that way.
Exactly. So, hopefully by the spring, it'll be even better than what it is now, but it's getting better, so it's costing less.
Sure.
So, and we spoke about this before, because the feds are doing a few things doesn't mean automatically, directly, decreases the interest rate, directly with mortgage. It affects the mortgage to adjust to better, and hopefully it gets better throughout, time comes, and that's the direction it's going.
It's kind of like you making a pot of chili or something, and you're trying to tame the spice down, so you're like, okay, well, I'm going to put a little something in there, but it's not going to knock it down right away. It's going to take a minute.
It's going to take a minute.
Get the trickle effect.
And that's kind of the way it works.
Yeah.
And if anybody, wants to go, go on Google, interest rate for the past, 50 years if you want.
Yeah.
And you see how it goes up and down, and, and if you take a look at that, you can almost use that as a map, and how, the race gonna go. So as crazy as it is and everything that's going around the world and everything, and what the Feds are doing and all that, the changes are not drastic, but it's going the positive, route. It's getting better slowly by slowly.
Sure.
So because you hear stuff in the news or whatever, doesn't mean that it 100% just drop,
Sure.
Usually I don't talk rates, but the national average is between 5.9 to 6.125. Okay. 2 months ago, it was about 6.25.
Sure.
So as you can see, it is getting better slowly. Okay. But that's a positive thing, for the market, so.
She was curious. I don't say maybe not directly, but I would say maybe indirectly. And then, of course, we're back talking tariffs and all this other stuff with international things. I don't know if there would be a direct impact, but certainly a direct impact on real estate in that market. I mean, maybe not so much because not the shipping of product per se, but if a part of the country is reliant on a certain industry, now it's much more expensive to ship their product. They're going to lay off people, and that affects the real estate market in that area.
No, I mean, if you go into history, I mean, it's funny. So a lot of stuff that's happening, like Venezuela, Iceland, all that kind of stuff. Okay, and then other talk about Canada, Canada being in bed with China, all that stuff. It's all political noise, if you think about it.
Right.
And I know we don't usually talk political stuff, when we come here, but it does have an impact of everything that we do every day.
Sure.
Okay. I mean, let's be realistic. Canada, we get a lot of minerals from them, like, for example, metals. Okay. We get metals from them. All right. I mean, all those buildings don't. They need metal. Okay?
The cost of the material to put up them buildings. Yeah,
I know.
Absolutely.
And it's funny, but, in my opinion, Canada should just become a state with us. I mean, they've been invited from the Republic since. See? I think it was in the 1900s that they got invited.
And if they do, they can have a gold medal in hockey like we do.
Exactly. I know you were going to tell that. I was listening to you guys about Survivor. I mean, which is amazing. 15 seasons.
Yeah.
50. My wife and I used to have this routine about ordering a pizza and watch the show.
Yeah.
And she was actually talking about that not too long ago.
Yeah, we used to watch it too. It's been a minute since we've watched it though.
Yeah, because you know what? After 50 seasons, come on.
Right? You're like, all right. I mean, are they going to have the contest? Someone's going to betray somebody.
Are they even going to one of the same islands finally?
They'll find an idol. Yeah, a cool guy will get voted off. Yeah, we know where it happens.
No, but yeah, all that stuff affects the market itself.
Yeah.
Okay. Everything power says.
Sure.
And then they go inside the meetings and they close the doors. And the Fed start talking about what they're going to do and this and that.
So, directly, you'll see new construction impact almost directly, probably.
Oh, let me tell you something. Yeah. The building of home is more expensive.
Yeah.
Okay. So the builders out there, they're not having fun with that.
Right.
Okay. Because let's be honest, they're builders for a reason, to make a profit.
Sure.
Okay. So that makes it a little tough. I'm glad that we have a lot of independent builders in town. Handful of people here and there.
They're still in the supply and demand game like
anybody else. But they're still in the same situation, so it makes it tough. The values of home is still going up. I mean, I saw it dwindle for a minute, but it looks like it's still the same.
Sure.
It's just continuously, slowly going up.
But I'm going to take a stab too. If new construction cost is going up, that means by default the demand's going to be higher for a established home.
Exactly.
Which means it's going to go up. The price for that's going to go up.
And folks, there's home being made. The total community is building a bunch of houses.
Sure.
Okay. Jimmy Mitchell is building a bunch of houses over there. I mean, our community is growing. Okay.
Yes.
I mean, even Jimmy Mitchell actually did they're a little more affordable houses now. 2 weeks ago they had some grand openings, so on the new stuff.
Sure.
Right.
And we still deal with an overflow from Artesia and even probably Carlsbad. To some extent.
There's still houses being built, folks. Take advantage of the ones that people are selling their old houses to buy new ones.
Sure.
And hopefully those houses are not so bad. Okay. And remember, you got the 203K, program, so you could fix a house. Not because the home that you want to buy, is too expensive. Maybe you find something that maybe needs just a little twinkling here and there to fix a few things, and you'll be good to go. And don't forget, we still have MFA, the New Mexico, a house authority.
Yeah,
okay?
and that work you do is actually investment back. You actually get that money back.
Seriously, yes.
When you sell the home, like you said, 99% of people, your first home is not your forever home. And so I'm not saying you learn your mistakes, but your first home, you do learn how to be a homeowner a little bit. And part of that is, when the pipe breaks and when it's time to do a remodel, you kind of learn you learn either, hey, I got a knack for doing this, or no, I need to hire people because I have zero of these skill sets. And so
exactly.
You kind of learn that with the new home a little bit.
And folks out there, let's say you have a home and you want to buy maybe like a newer house or upgrade to a larger home, right?
Sure.
And your house needs a little work, and you have some money saved up. You know what? Maybe you should just do a renovation, refi to fix up the house so you don't use the money you have saved up.
Absolutely.
And remember, when you remodel your home, you just increase the value of your home as well. Okay. It goes hand in hand together on those two. And you can do that, and as long as I know you're going to refinance it so you could sell it.
Sure.
Okay. I just need to know that, and that way I push in the right program.
Pro tip, though, if you're going to do that, when it comes to your decor, stick to neutrals. Stick to things.
Oh my God! Everybody's going crazy on the colors.
Well, I mean, it's great if you like hot pink, but if but the odds are most people are going to walk through looking for that home do not want hot pink. There's 1 out of 10. You know what I mean? So stick to tans, browns, grays, whatever it is. That's kind of the neutral tones.
Make it easier to sell.
And if they want to paint it up pink, let them do that. You're trying to.
No, it's very true.
When you go fishing, you want a big net. Is all I'm saying.
No, I got you. and like I said, don't forget the New Mexico, MFA. They give you the money to be able to buy a house, folks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So if you don't have like tons of money in the bank, doesn't mean you cannot buy a house.
Right.
Okay. We got the programs to help you.
Sure.
Even if you're a repeating buyer, okay, it means this is not your first time home, right now.
Sure.
I still have the programs to help you to do that just the same.
Absolutely.
So like we have talked many times in the past, this is not about first time home buyers anymore. Okay. It's for everybody. So do not be afraid of that and take the chance. Okay. And better yourself, considering, all right, let's be realistic. You have a 2-bedroom house and now you have 5 kids.
Yeah. Time for an upgrade.
It's time to an upgrade.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you know what? Don't be afraid of that stuff. I have the programs. Okay. MFA, that's New Mexico House Authority.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. They'll give you money assistance for the down payment.
Absolutely.
It's not free money, folks, but at least it's money that you don't have to, basically come up with it yourself at the moment.
Absolutely.
All right.
That's a lot of times the big hurdle for a lot of people is having that upfront down payment.
Mm-hmm.
Generally that's one of the biggest benefits for the VA stuff is generally most veteran loans waive all that upfront cost.
But let me even give you more. This is the crazy. Folks, listen to this. You could mix. This is, so I usually don't mix them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But let's say you have very, very minimum money in the bank and you're renting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you check to check. I understand that, folks. I've been there. I've been there, done that.
We all have been there or are there right now. Yeah.
The fact of the matter is this. Let's say you're a VA, and you are able to do VA. Guess what? I can mix New Mexico housing with VA. So what does that mean? If I can get you approved 100%, loan to value of the home to be able to purchase it, that means you don't need no down payment. But now we have the state of New Mexico to give you money.
Yeah.
And you really are a little short. Now I'm giving you all the money for the closing costs and everything just the same.
So you're literally getting
for free.
Yeah, you're getting all the costs.
You're getting all the costs taken care of.
Buying a house straight up cash.
You could mix those two together, and that can work. Now, if I can take care of you
with a very low interest rate,
no, I get that.
Yeah, that's.
But if I can take care of you without using your VA, save it for something else.
Sure.
Okay. And folks,
and with VA too, you can use it multiple times.
Oh yeah, that's what I was about to say. So right now, folks, if you're an ex-military individual, okay, and you at least got general or honorable discharge.
Sure.
All right. If you got kicked out, I'm sorry, folks.
Dishonorables, they don't.
Dishonorables don't work.
It's tough to shake that
sorry
bad boy.
Sorry about that.
It is.
Well, anything else, medical, honorable general, all that stuff, and you qualify for VA, and you had never used it, okay, use it. Okay,
Absolutely.
Why not?
That's
all right,
why
it's
you were
there
there.
for us. Okay,
That's absolutely.
I mean, I used mine like 3 times. All right, so if you own a home and you already have a VA loan on it, and this is one of the beauties of knowledge is power, folks. Let's say you wanted to buy a better home, and maybe you don't even want to sell the house you have, but you have a VA loan on it.
Sure.
Okay, guess what? You could buy another house, rent the VA the house that you already have,
Use it,
and VA allows you to go and buy another house.
as an investment property there?
No, actually,
or
no.
your personal
the
property?
personal becomes investment, and then you
Gotcha.
can buy something better. Folks, it's there for the pickings, okay? Use the knowledge to, put yourself in a better position.
Sure.
Okay? Because let's say you have a mortgage that is, $800 a month, and you can rent it for like $1,200, $1,500.
Sure.
Now you got cash flow that you didn't have before. And then you could go and buy yourself a better house.
It's not a bad retirement gig.
No,
If you did
really
20
not.
years as a veteran.
Seriously.
And then, so now you're basically a property landlord, tenant, kind of taking care of.
I mean, if you think
couple
about it,
properties
it's one of the best investments you can ever make.
Sure.
I mean, let's be honest. Let's say somebody has, I don't know, $400,000 in the bank in retirement.
Sure.
Okay. And you just, like, what do I do with this? How do I invest it? And you're making, I don't know, $5,000, $10,000 in there, every other year or so,
Sure.
and that's it. What about just grab half of that money and buy yourself a house and rent it out?
Sure.
And make about $20,000 a year.
Absolutely.
I mean, hello.
Yeah. And
Okay.
it's most of it mostly passive income.
It's passive income, all of it.
With the exception of, when you have a
The few little
appliance
things here and
break
there,
or
yeah.
there's some maintenance or upkeep that needs to be done,
Folks, I did it for years. And I loved it.
Yeah.
Okay. I always have said the benefit of renting, okay, completely outweighed all the inconvenience of having a home that
Sure.
you're renting out.
Yeah.
I mean, my wife may disagree a little with that as for you, but that's a different story.
Right. Well, and this is kind of the on the reverse side of it, folks. If you are a renter and you're, and you're paying $1,000 a month for rent,
why not get yourself a house?
We could turn that into you paying $800 a month for the same thing in a mortgage.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean, or less even.
Yeah, depending on the situation, we could definitely do that.
Yeah, it is.
But don't be afraid. I mean, those things are there. And then on top of that, because in the end of the day, there's still limits and stuff like that. Loan Depot have a program called Act 60.
Okay.
It means 0% down because we're giving you the money for the down payment just the same.
Gotcha.
Okay. And that's definitely for repeating customers or first-time home buying just the same. I will set you up in the right program always. Okay. But we have MFA for first-time home buyers and repeating buyers. Okay. You just have to talk to me, and I'll tell you which one you qualify for.
Gotcha.
I'll set you up with the right, deal. The Access Zero is there for times when the people have the income that is too much, so they don't qualify for MFA. So I got the set, to take care of pretty much anybody.
Got it.
Right? Which is really, really good. And don't be afraid of what's happening in the market. The fact of the matter is we all need a place to live. Okay. So don't let that stuff,
absolutely
push you away to the idea of owning a home.
And you say this, every time you come in, like we were talking earlier about the rates, and we're starting to see a downward trend on that, some of the stuff that was coming down. But that being said, when you need a home is when you need a home, and getting even if you get into the game where the rates are a little higher, you just ride it out till the rates go down, and then you refinance, and then you're back, into a lower payment. But
100%.
But the moment you're owning your property, your home, instead of paying a lease or a rent check, everything's investing back, because every time you make a payment, you're paying your equity, your principal, and that's building a little equity and back into you. And so now all of a sudden, as you're paying that down, that $100,000 house, you pay 20 into it. Now you got 20,000 equity and 40. And next thing you know,
It just keeps getting better as we go.
yeah, and that every time you make a mortgage, and to be honest, and ask Elliot about this, he'll show you tips on this. There's. It's okay to even pay a little more, like if you're trying to pay down quicker and even pay more towards principals, and it's not illegal or anything like that.
If you hear it on Facebook and TikTok,
Yeah.
there's a lot of YouTubers out there talking about this all the time.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm about to become one of those. The fact is any home you have, the principal and interest, you divide it by 6. Okay. You pay every month an extra 1/6 of that, okay, into your mortgage. That 30-year mortgage just became 15 years, folks.
Just cut it in half.
Okay. You just cut it in half just by paying one extra payment of 1/6 of it.
And that's how all money you save in interest rates, basically.
100%.
Yeah.
Okay. Because that's the whole point of it.
Yeah.
The idea, folks, the idea of having a 30-year
And it's not illegal to do.
No, it's not.
I'm surprised lending institutions haven't put a loophole in this yet, but they have.
No, I mean, well, there's states that there's, like
I'm sure the feds
penalties
have,
to pay it faster and everything. Folks, the fact of the matter is, the idea is not really to pay a home for 30 years.
Yeah.
You don't have to pay your home for 30 years.
To be honest, you're probably going to move out of that house before,
Well, we
actually
talk about this too.
Yeah.
It's the average of refinancing or then purchasing a new home.
Yeah.
It's an average of 3 to 5 to 7 years.
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody's different. Okay. Most of the time the 3 is because they either want to get a better interest rate. The 5 is between the better interest rate or they move into a new home.
Mm-hmm.
The 7 is for sure they're doing some kind of investment.
Sure.
They're getting a new career. They're moving out of the state. I mean, there's so many factors in why people do what they do. But for many years, I did it to the point that I didn't sell anything. So I came to Roswell in 2006, okay? That's when I met my wife, all right? And then I didn't stay here, folks. I stole my bride and took it to Colorado. Okay, the homes we have here, we kept them. We actually purchased more. Okay, and I was managing them from Colorado Springs, Colorado. And the fact of the matter is, nobody take care of your home better than yourself. So I'm not gonna go in there and say some negative things about the management company. But we decided to come back.
Sure.
The wife didn't like the call too much anyway. So. But we decided to come back here. The homes that I have in Colorado, I sold them all. Okay, we came back here. We took control of our properties, and we even bought another house.
Picked up some more property.
So pick up another house, and we rented homes for a long time. We really did. And folks, the benefit outweighed the whole entire inconvenience of any inconvenience you have at all.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I'm gonna say this because my wife probably would agree with me. She might disagree with me about the way, the way of, the inconvenience. But as a businessman, I know that it does outweigh the inconvenience. Fuck, I made a lot of money. It was a blessing. Okay, my job that I was working when I was actually a banker. Okay, I was actually using that money. Okay, I was using that money literally, to put it in the bank and save.
Sure.
And take care of the family. The rentals were 100% paying for everything.
That was kind of your covering your bills, your expenses.
Yeah. You have to be smarter than the system, folks. But you need to be part of the system. If you're not part of the system, you're going to get left behind.
Sure.
Okay? Everybody thinks that they can, what is that phrase? What is that phrase that, what's the name of that vampire hero? Blade.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You know how he say like everybody's always trying to beat the bill.
Oh,
okay?
yeah.
He says that you can't beat the bill if you're not part of the system, folks. You're gonna get around the system to a certain point, but it's gonna come to the point that you need to be part of the system to be able to continue growing to what you want to do.
Sure.
And again, folks, the feds are watching everything we do. Don't fake it, because in the end, it's not going to happen.
It's going to catch up with you.
They're going to catch up with you. If you do everything by the book, I'll help you. You want to buy houses? I got ways you could buy houses. I don't even need to use your taxes. Okay? So there's so many ways that you can actually put yourself in such a better position. Do not be afraid of it. Okay? Yeah. We have the programs. We have everything in place that can take care of you guys and allow you to grow as an individual, as an investor. Okay? Don't let everybody that has tons of money be the only ones that do it. All of you guys out there can do it. I did it.
Sure.
Okay? Folks, I came from nothing. Okay? And sometimes I feel like I don't have nothing anyway. But no, being realistic, I've been blessed, but I work hard for it.
Sure.
Okay? I take care of my customers. My partners and customers are the most important thing out there besides my wife.
Sure.
Okay? And you have to be there for them for them to be there for you.
Absolutely.
You know, it's a two-way highway.
And in terms of investments going, and we're running short on time here, but in terms of investments going, real estate, by and large, is a pretty safe investment.
You never fail if you do the right thing.
I mean, you could. I mean, yes, it's possible to screw it up.
Oh yeah.
But it's really hard because there's a lot of pitfalls in place. There's usually a lot of catch-alls to catch things to really prevent you from buying a lemon type situation. Matter of fact, my in-laws, they're up in Albuquerque looking at new houses now. And of course, they look at, they're looking at $800,000, $900,000 homes and things. And
I'm going to try to get that business.
Yeah. Well, the thing it makes me laugh is there's a couple of them that turned out like one, upon inspection, it was around the time when they were using that certain kind of piping, and they would have to spend like $30,000 in overhaul. But it's stuff like that there's something that's going to catch that kind of stuff usually in real estate. You know what I mean?
That's why we do inspections. That's why we do appraisals.
And so this isn't like you day trading on stock markets or anything like that. It is really. Now, don't get me wrong. It's a passive, but there is sweat equity. I mean, if you want to make the most money, you're going to have to be semi-handy. You're going to have to be able to swap a water heater or repair a floor here or there or something. But if not, then you're going to have to willing to eat that cost, to have it done professionally. But anyway, that's the thing. You can work on that kind of stuff, and it can be done.
No, I get it.
And it's not a bad way to go. And sure, there's ups and downs like anything. I see those TV show real estate nightmare shows that the hoarders come in and they throw Lord knows on everything.
I know.
Yeah.
But if you cross your T's here and there and do the right stuff, you'll be fine. Okay. Do not be afraid.
That's the exception, not the rule.
Okay. Those are like worst case scenarios that can happen.
Yeah.
If you don't watch what you do and you don't follow through,
and if you do a little
happen.
modicum of homework on who you release your places to.
I know, like my wife say, I told you to fire that contractor already, and you being so nice about it. Like,
absolutely.
Why?
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. But if you are looking, whether it's your first home or if you're saying, you know what, I think I might want to be into investment properties and things like that, please reach out to Elliot with Loan Depot here. He'll be happy to sit down and talk with you and have a conversation, and let's just see where that conversation takes you here. I know, if you've never bought a home before and you're looking first time, this is something, when I say recommend talking to Elliot, because Elliot will sit down and go and work everything with you. And if you're not there, Elliot's not going to, kick you in the butt and say good luck to you.
No.
He's going to say, you know what, though, if you fix this, do this, and come see me in 6 months or whatever, I can get you in a house. I can start that process here today. So he'll work with you if you're like, okay, I know I'm not ready, but what can I do to get me out of this mess? Elliot will sit down and say, this is how we fix it.
Yeah, I do that every day, folks.
Yeah.
I tell people, you do this, and you're going to be fine.
Absolutely.
It may take a month, it may take 2 months, it may take 3 months. Every case is different.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And of course, if you're just trying to say, well, I got to, I heard Elliot talk about these VAs and combining this or that. I'd like, all right, let me take a stab at that for me here.
Yeah, I think outside the box a little. I always run, like last time we talked to Terry from MFA.
Yeah.
I run ideas and stuff to them, and she said, yes, you could definitely do that.
Yeah.
It's like, so I get a little creative, staying inside the box. But like we did in the military, we take everything outside the box, fold it nice and neat.
That's right.
And guess what? You end up having more room for more.
That's right. That's right. Work smarter, not harder. That was my Air Force motto, not smarter Army. But please reach out to Elliot. You can call him direct, 719-237-4680. Again, that's 719-237-4680. You can always call his office here in Roswell. It's a 505 extension, but it is here in Roswell. 505-445-2070. Again, 505-445-2070. Of course, it is at 204 West 2nd, Suite 5, just kind of right catty corner from
across the street from the police station.
That way over there. I get turned around over here. Of course, you can visit online and everything else as well, too. He has a website you could check out. If you type in Elliot Rodriguez, spell Elliot with one L, Rodriguez with a Z at the end, at loandepot.com. You can go, that's his website. You can learn more about all of Loan Depot and its history, but then you can learn more about Elliot and his office and his staff and everything there. You can also shoot him emails. Elliot Rodriguez, same thing, at loandepot.com. Go there too. So I'm sorry, the website, loandepot.com/Elliot Rodriguez. Elliot Rodriguez at loandepot.com is the website there. So you can go there. And I'm sure if you do loandepot.com and there's like a search,
you'll find me. You'll find me.
And then please come by the office and let's start that conversation. And it could be that decision made that kind of sets the table for success and creating that foundation for your families.
And folks, there's a lot of homes being built. Okay, like I said, the total community.
Yeah,
they're going to build another 80-some homes still. That's a lot of houses, folks.
Absolutely.
Okay, and that's going to take a handful of years for that to happen.
But demand is there now.
As much as they wanted to put one house at a time every month, that doesn't work quite that simple. But the fact of the matter is, the project is in motion, and there's home for 200, and I think the bottom is 265.
Okay.
Most of them are 3 bedrooms and so on, and a little bigger depending on how the size is.
Sure.
And I think it goes to 315 or something like that. I have to look again. But the fact of the matter is, they're energy efficient homes.
Gotcha.
Okay. They're new. It's a new neighborhood.
Sure.
Okay. And a little more affordable. The same thing with Jimmy Mitchell. They're doing, homes and try to do them a little more affordable, just the same as well.
Absolutely.
So
plus, I got more modern amenities and
and then you got
smarter systems.
You got Par 5. You got 5Cs constructions.
Imagine
you got so many different people building houses around that it's crazy.
Probably got smart heating, cooling systems that are a little bit more high tech than.
Yes, everything is getting better to make it easier for the consumer.
Yeah. So.
But no, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of that. We have the programs, and we have the staff. I just hired my old assistant as a loan officer, which is awesome.
Great.
Because she knows everything about how the business is. I'm about to hire another loan officer pretty soon. So we have the team.
Nice.
We have the. What is that thing? We have the technology. We have the science.
Yeah.
We can do it. We can fix and do anything.
Good deal. Well, Elliot, as always, appreciate the visit. We'll see you next time here. And stay cool. It's going to be like 87
I know, it's
tomorrow.
so crazy that I keep switching up.
With SRN News, I'm Rich Thomason in Washington. The Iran war rages on, Iran launching a new wave of attacks at Israel, American bases, and countries around the region. Israel is striking back, unleashing a large-scale assault on targets in Tehran. The Senate has rejected an effort to halt the war, Republicans voting down a war powers resolution that would restrict President Trump's ability to continue major combat operations without the authorization of Congress. The House Ethics Committee has opened an investigation of Texas Republican Congressman Tony Gonzalez. Federal judge in New York has ruled that companies that paid tariffs that were struck down last month by the Supreme Court are entitled to refunds. On Wall Street, the Dow is down 465 points. More details, srnnews.com.
Now, time for another Otis Advisory.
Let's say you find yourself standing in front of a bathroom door somewhere that still says boys or girls, or some version of that. Caballeros works too, doesn't matter. Well, if you do, according to the mouse, somebody's not listening to their Velcro fly, because right now it's just whatever sticks. Pick a lane and drive in it, and it doesn't work anymore. Now it's what we call a jump ball. So, even if you've already checked that global warming lab you call your shorts and think, surely you know what's what. Well, surely you don't know jack. It's Velcro Fly. Whatever sticks. The mouse will tell you which door to pick after you've been up raccooning around all night. Maybe this is what Walt Disney meant by Magic Kingdom, where there's always room in the ballroom for one more. Sorry, it just writes itself. It's not my fault, it's the asphalt. Hell, there are no rules of engagement. It's now just festival seating.
Party of two or first available.
What's the difference? You could go home dressed in the drapes and it would be okay. Look, you can switch hit all day long if you want, but you can't really negotiate with your own pants, even if the mouse says you can. just doesn't pass the sniff test. Oh, stop. Remember, we do this pro bono, so it's all free. This is your Uncle Otis, a false and dangerous narrative, and I'll see you at the Peace Mall.
All across America, this is the Red Apple Audio Network's Market Report, sponsored by Abacus Global Management.
Good morning, I'm John Terrett. Wall Street rebounded yesterday sharply after that big wobble on Tuesday. The street decided the Iran war will not now last as long as it first feared. We got some pretty good data out as well. We got manufacturing, the best for 3 years, and the private jobs report was good too, up 63,000. So the Dow, the Nasdaq, the S&P, gold, Bitcoin all sharply up. President Trump, though, slamming the banks over slow progress towards a crypto framework bill. He's urging Congress to pass one quickly. In company news, the big box store Target is investing $2 billion in AI, stores, and staffing to reverse a sales slump. Starbucks is opening a headquarters in Nashville. They want to be closer to the south. CrowdStrike, which is a cybersecurity play, gave us an upbeat set of earnings and an outlook, and the stock was up 4%. Abercrombie & Fitch, which once upon a time was a 19th century sporting goods supplier and is now a high-energy lifestyle fashion brand, turned in record sales but offered a soft forecast, and so their stock was soft as well, down about 3%. And Moderna, the drug company, settling a case regarding its COVID vaccine, shares up 18%. Later today, earnings from retail giants Costco and Kroger. With business, I'm John Terrett.
This is the Red Apple Audio Network's Market Report, sponsored by Abacus Global Management.
What if the future of finance wasn't built around averages, but around you? At Abacus Global Management, we're reshaping financial planning around the most personal data point, your lifespan. But it's more than just insight, it's control. As a technology-driven asset manager, we're empowering investors with an integrated system to take command of your time, your future, your financial destiny. This is a new era of investing. Take control at abacusgm.com.
When you or a loved one need medical transport, Trans-Aero answers the call. Trans-Aero Medevac operates 3 rotorcraft bases and 1 fixed-wing base in southeastern New Mexico, allowing them to respond quickly to emergencies across diverse terrains. Their fleet extends coverage deep into New Mexico and West Texas, including Artesia, Carlsbad, Roswell, Ruidoso, Midland, Lubbock, and the surrounding areas. Ready to answer the call when every second counts. Trans-Aero Medevac, proudly serving southeastern New Mexico and West Texas. Flown for free, thanks to the partnership from the City of Artesia and Trans-Aero Medevac. Life support by air.
Great leaders understand that great accomplishments demand great commitment. When legendary coach Bear Bryant was hired by Texas A&M in 1954, he asked his players this simple question: who wants to play football for the love of the game? The group that said yes became known as the Junction Boys. They were the survivors of the coach's 10-day brutal summer camp in the Texas Hill Country. Ultimately, Bear Bryant wanted to know whether they were in or out, no matter what the cost. God wants to know the same thing. Are you in or are you out? If you're in, he wants your full commitment, placing him over everything and everyone else. This may sound difficult, but I believe that like the Junction Boys, in the end, we'll see it's worth it, and everything else will pale in comparison.
Join us at the Country Club Road Church of Christ for worship at 10 a.m. on Sunday, located on the corner of Country Club and Washington in Roswell.
Hey Roswell, it's Ford Truck Month, and your friends at Roswell Ford are rolling out massive savings on all new Fords and 000. You heard right. During Ford Truck Month, get 0% financing for 60 months, 0 down, and 0 payments for 90 days. Plus, Roswell Ford needs your trade today, so we are willing to overpay. We'll do whatever it takes to get you released from your car, truck, or SUV, even if you owe thousands more than your trade is worth. So you can upgrade to a new Ford for less, with 0% financing for 60 months, 0 down, and 0 payments for 90 days. Roswell Ford has partnered with more aggressive lenders that will push to approve your credit with great rates and terms, even if it's less than perfect. Get on board at Roswell Ford. Upgrade to a new Ford today and get huge American-made savings with 0% financing for 60 months, 0 down, and 0 payments for 90 days during Ford Truck Month. 821 North Main Street in beautiful Roswell. Call 575-623-3673 or online at roswellford.com.
Interest accrues from date of sale. 0 APR is $16.67 per thousand. Financed on 2025 F-150s. Subject to lender approval. Offers not combined on select vehicles.
Your home for Armed American Radio in Roswell. 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. KEND, Roswell, New Mexico.
Power from Town Hall. Amit Thomason. The Iran war rages on.
Iran has launched a new wave of attacks on Thursday morning at Israeli and American bases, while Israel said it had begun a large-scale attack on Tehran as Israeli and Iranian strikes in the Middle East commence for a 6th day. Plumes of smoke were seen rising across various parts of Tehran on Thursday morning as U.S.-Israeli airstrikes continued to pound the Iranian capital. The Islamic Republic threatened that the United States would bitterly regret torpedoing an Iranian warship in the Indian Ocean on Wednesday. Iran is launching more missiles at Israel, as Israel said it was moving to intercept them. The Israeli military has also confirmed its continuing strikes in Lebanon against the Iranian-backed Hezbollah militant group.
Correspondent Karen Chamis. The House set to vote today on a resolution to halt military action unless it's approved by Congress.
Thursday's roll call will offer a snapshot of the support or opposition in Congress for the widening conflict as reordering U.S. priorities at home and abroad. It's the second vote in as many days after the Senate defeated a similar measure along party lines Wednesday. Lawmakers are confronting the sudden reality of representing the nation in wartime and all that entails, with lives lost, dollars spent, and alliances tested by our president's decision to go to war with Iran. Republicans largely back the war while Democrats oppose, but there are splinters in both parties. Bernie Bennett, Washington.
The number of Americans applying for unemployment last week unchanged from the week before. Jobless claims of the week ending February 28th matched the previous week's 213,000. Following yesterday's gains, sell-off this morning on Wall Street. The Dow is down 610 points, while the Nasdaq is off 39, and the S&P 34 points in the red. More on these stories, townhall.com.
Everybody wants cheap airfare, but where do you find it? You call low-cost airlines. Their prices are direct from the airlines, and they're so low you can't find these fares published anywhere. They specialize in cheap flights, discount hotel rooms, cheap car rental rates, and great package deals anywhere around the world. Wherever you want to go, they can help you get there cheaply and with a best price guarantee. If you want the lowest prices on your airline tickets or other travel services, call now. That's right, call. That's the only way to get these rates. Experts are standing by 24/7 to get you the cheapest airfare and hotel rates available. So don't wait. Call right now for the lowest travel prices anywhere and for great last-minute travel deals too.
Call 866-755-5300. That's 866-755-5300. Again, that's 866-755-5300. Call us right now.
Elon Musk has taken the stand in San Francisco in a shareholder trial over his Twitter stock and his purchase of the social media giant.
The lawsuit accuses Musk of making false and misleading statements that drove down the stock price before he bought Twitter for $44 billion in 2022. The shareholders who filed the lawsuit sold their stock between May and October when Musk's purchase closed. When asked by the plaintiff's lawyer why he didn't tweet about his decision to buy Twitter and purchase stock, Musk said he didn't think it was quote-unquote material. Musk said he has bought stock in many companies and not posted about it. When he did post about it, Twitter's stock jumped 27% in one day, a figure Musk said sounded high. I'm Mike Hempen.
Ukrainian President Zelensky says the U.S. and its allies in the Mideast are seeking Ukraine's expertise in countering Iranian-made drones. News and analysis, townhall.com. Is it the real deal or something else entirely?
An independent researcher has asserted that a marble bust of Christ in a Roman church is by Michelangelo. It's the latest purported attribution to the Renaissance genius who is one of the most imitated artists in the world. The unverified claim by Valentina Salerno on Wednesday has unsettled Renaissance scholars. especially since a recent sketch of a foot attributed to Michelangelo but disputed by some as a copy recently fetched $27.2 million at auction. Salerno has published her initial claims online. Keith Peters, Washington.
Utah GOP Congressman Burgess Owens says he'll not be seeking re-election. Decision comes after a redistricting shakeup. It left Utah's 4 Republican representatives to vie for 3 seats in the House this fall. More on these stories, townhall.com.
What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here?
I promise you, whatever scum did this, not one man in this force will rest for 1 minute until he's behind bars. Now let's grab a bite to eat. Yeah, come on.
I feel the hot wind on my shoulder and the touch of a world that is older. I hit the switch and check the number. I leave it on and then I slumber. I hear the rhythm ringing through it. Flamenco guitar and cumbia music. I hear the talking of the DJ. The travel said, what does he say? I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican radio.
Broadcasting live from high atop the J.P. White Building in downtown Roswell, New Mexico. It's Mornings with Mike Winters on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Is that what I sound like when I talk?
Now, here's your host, Mike Winters.
Right out the gate. And good morning. It's after 9 o'clock. Welcome to hour number 3. Oh, I got to turn this mic on.
Tracing variants. I'm like, I can't hear me.
Yeah.
I know my voice is still here.
Mornings with Mike Winters. Right here on 106 Roswell's Talk FM. I apologize. My voice is shot.
Not at all. Not at all. You, it sounds, when you hit it, like when you actually hit a line of like decent talk,
yeah,
you kind of come off like a detective.
Yeah.
All right, where were you on the night of August 19th?
I can't go high. Go low is better, but it all hurts. So
it's all pain, man. It's all pain.
So hopefully it's full and quick. I was feeling this yesterday, the voice thing. I'm like, oh, here we go. And yeah, by this morning it was just this. So
I would need you to voice this spot for the Roswell Symphony Orchestra.
Yeah. Sorry, my voice work. It might be on hiatus for a little bit. So.
It's all right. The cartoon characters are going to have to wait. I heard an interesting story real quick about a voice actor. Speaking of voice actors, Mel Blanc, the iconic voice of basically your childhood.
Yeah, really.
You name a show, he was a voice in it. He was in a horrific car accident in it was like the 60s or 70s.
I feel like I remember like him talking about that on like a Johnny Carson interview or something. Yeah.
He was like bedridden. He couldn't get up out of bed. He was actually, the story goes, he was in a coma and they couldn't get him to respond until the doctor, he's like, I'm going to try something. And he, instead of calling out to Mel, he called out to his characters. He said, hey, Bugs, are you in there? And he answered, and Mel Blanc answered as Bugs Bunny.
Nice.
So like his brain was wired to just do these voices.
Be
these
that
characters.
way. Oh.
So for the remainder of, I want to say like his contract with Warner, he did all of his voices from the hospital bed.
Wow.
They brought in a team of producers to like set up the mic and hold up like everything for him and hold his lines up so he could just do his lines.
That's cool.
That's how he cut many of the seasons of Bugs Bunny or cartoons that you grew up with.
When you're one guy whose voice and everything is on the out of action, they got to find a way to get that because no him, no product.
That's it.
Literally.
He was the product.
We're going back to silent cartoons.
He was, speaking of the product, did you see that clip?
About the
the big arch.
Big arch. I keep want to say Mick Arch. It does not want to come out Big Arch. Yeah. But yes.
The big arch with the CEO.
Well, now it's getting ridiculous because like every CEO doing a version now or something. Yeah.
Like the Burger King CEO came out and took it looked like he unhinged his jaw to take a bite of this Whopper.
They all try now to see I'm a regular dude.
Uh-huh.
Like they all sit down and eat their burgers all day.
Look at me. I eat the product. I mean the food.
Right. Yeah, that's why they're bid. Because the guy, A, he looks clearly like he's not enjoying it.
Mm-hmm.
B, he literally never once calls it a burger.
Right.
He says product. And, in this world where food is pretty much none of it's real anymore, when you start not even canning, you say, hey, this is the best burger. It's like, this is one of my favorite products.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, yeah, here's Soylent Green all over again or whatever.
One of my bigger enemies, if you ever walk through, especially the dollar store is notorious for this, and you look at something that's chocolate, look for the EY at the end.
Chocolate E.
Yeah. That's, what are you putting in this? That's okay. It's adjacent to chocolate. You're
right.
gonna fool your mouth to thinking it's chocolate. There was a whole thing with Reese's recently where somebody came out and said that they're not their regular normal size cups in the package, but
right.
the little ones and the minis. That instead of using chocolate, they're using compounds, some kind of compounds or something, and it was a whole stink.
Well, I feel like about a year or two ago. There was a whole thing about people worried about not enough chocolate.
Yeah.
Cocoa plants or whatever to make chocolate. Yeah.
That it was a bad growing season for the cacao plant.
I don't know if that's some of that fallout from that maybe.
It could be. Very well could be.
I don't know.
The person that called him out was the son of the guy, the son of Reese's, the son of Reese.
Yeah.
The guy who founded the company or whatever. So, he has some knowledge and obviously he knows some people in the business, but.
Well, now that makes me wonder, does your big chocolate companies, your Hershey's, do they own a small country worth of
cacao? I got to imagine
cacao farms or something.
I got to imagine that they have at least some kind of vested interest in the cacao farming industry.
Yeah, they're maybe the Mars people or something. They got a set up or Team Reese's.
They just have a big Scrooge McDuck sized vault of just cacao beans.
Yeah,
they jump into. Which, if you ever watch the process of making chocolate, it really is gross. Those beans, they come out, they're covered in the snot, and it's.
Well, I really want to know: do people that make chocolate in Europe call themselves chocolatiers? I always see the
Lindt commercials.
Yeah, our master chocolatiers. I'm like, is that to take them seriously or not? Because when you sound like a Disney product, I'm kind of.
I feel like there's a lot of those industries that have that specific like you look at. The sommeliers community, there's the wine sommeliers, there's cheese.
Sommelier sounds way fancier than master chocolatier.
Right.
That literally sounds like a court jester just rolled in with his horn. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, I can see your point.
Even Beermeister sounds way better than.
Beermeister. That sounds like a college nickname.
Yeah,
that sounds like a frat boy nickname.
That sounds way better than master chocolatier.
Does it though?
That screams I'm picked on in school.
I
now, don't get me wrong. He probably makes amazing chocolate, but my title needs to be cooler than master chocolatier.
Right. One would think maybe a candy sewer. I don't know.
I would take candy sewer way over master. I don't want to sound like I wear mouse ears and have to sing a song at the end of my shift.
Well, that's if you think of it more like musketeer, because they were the professionals with their muskets, so they were the musketeers.
I see guys with puffy pants that have big hats that flop around, and I know.
You basically see the chef from The Little Mermaid,
right? Yeah,
just bounding about in the kitchen,
Puss in Boots, basically,
with a giant hatchet, chopping up cacao beans. I don't know. I think I could deal with being with the title of chocolatier. I think I'd be okay with it.
Compared to my compatriots in the industry, I feel like it's a slap in the face.
Yeah, I don't know what you call the people that do this, but I always wanted to be the guy that had the big long knife that cut the half gallon of ice cream in half, and then took the little spoon and took a tiny spoonful out of it, but it's basically rendering the whole thing wasted.
Sure.
Except for that tiny spoon for quality control. That always felt like the dream job for me growing up.
Yeah, did you watch The Bear?
Yeah, I'm watching it. I'm mid season 2 right now.
That's the part that the show's great.
Mm-hmm.
It's a train wreck, but it's great.
Yeah, that's what makes it great.
But the thing that does infuriate the most is, when you live in a world of, you're just trying to get by, but your job is to, at the end of the day, be the most wasteful as possible with food.
Right.
This is purely art. It's not function. I don't know. It just, I can't wrap my head around, we're going to eat these Italian beef sandwiches all day, but then, I got 3 little round things on a plate, and that's a $700 plate. I just don't get that.
Think about it. You're going to eat all of the things on that plate. You're not going to waste it. Whereas if somebody brings you like a huge portion of food, you're going to get like halfway through, like, oh, I can't, just take it, and then they're going to have to throw it away.
Yeah, but I don't feel bad that I paid $700. I paid $3 or whatever it is.
That's true. Yeah. The price, I think, is part of the experience, though.
Yeah.
You really feel it both sides.
It's $700, but you can finish it. That's the perk. Yeah, come on. Like, I would rather go to like the Bellagio, spend $50 on a buffet, and get a ghetto version of beef Wellington. And
if you're going to
caviar.
the Bellagio, first of all, you're not spending $50 on a buffet, and secondly, it's not ghetto. That is a fine buffet.
I've had it.
Yeah,
and it is good. Mm-hmm. But if you're going to get caviar, the caviar you're getting on that buffet is not the same when you're rolling up the steakhouse and everything.
Right.
That is the bottom barrel Walmart version of the caviar.
It can be argued that when you go eating at a buffet, you're basically buying the display model.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no beef Wellington on that buffet. It's going to be anything like Gordon Ramsay's going to give you. I'm just telling you that right now.
Yeah, if you lower your expectations a little.
It's the same thing with crab legs.
Right.
It's like, there's a lot of them, but in terms of how they're cooked and everything, it's probably the ghettoest way to have them. You know? It's like eating eggs at a military base. They just it's a big batch of eggs. It's the same kind of deal.
Yeah. Anything from a trough, you're probably not going to get the best.
It's not. Now, don't get me wrong. I'll do it all day. Mm-hmm. But that caviar you're eating at the Bellagio is not the same that guys on yachts are eating. That's all.
Straight out the fish, too.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Speaking of real quick, and then I saw something that kind of made me giggle on TikTok. It's stupid, but it made me laugh because it just proves that people just don't care. Mm-hmm. Some dude got on TikTok, and he went into a big box store, and he went in the store and started grabbing things to buy that aren't for sale. Like the fire extinguisher.
The stool, I've seen.
Yeah,
I saw the one
and he'll
with the
put
stool.
a barcode on it and go through the checkout. And I think like one person says something. The rest he literally takes a scale that's used to weigh the grapes. And he puts a barcode on. They're just like, okay,
I guess here you go.
And he pays like $7, and he's got a fire extinguisher.
This feels unorthodox, but
I think he's got a ceiling tile. He literally took anything.
I did see one. I think it's the same guy too. He goes to a gas, like a 7-Eleven, and he takes a display. It's a motorcycle for a Mountain Dew display.
Yeah.
He takes it down and puts a sticker on it. And he takes it at the front.
He did the same thing with a big Heinz ketchup bottle at the grocery store. He literally got a big plastic Heinz.
Okay, that to me, that scratches an itch because I grew up watching Supermarket Sweep.
Yeah.
And I always loved, and she's got the giant mayonnaise with the bonus sticker on it.
Right.
That always hit, a certain note to me. So I appreciate the guy.
That's why I think
it's nostalgia.
If your employees and your company doesn't train or has it in a world where they don't care that much, that's on you.
Exactly.
Like if they're like literally taking fire extinguisher, clearly a checkout's got to have at least a modicum of brain saying, this is the soap dispenser from the bathroom.
If you look at the people that are usually in these videos, half the time the look behind their eyes is, I'm not paid enough to care.
Yeah, exactly.
Just here, take it. I don't care.
You create that environment, you reap what you sow.
Right.
And this is it. You're going to get embarrassed on TikTok. I have no problem with that.
There you
go. So, Crystal Noble is here. I'm going to let her do more talking then.
Yeah. She can.
Although I just talked a lot. So
You did. We filled up a good little chunk.
Well, I had a lot on my head there. But the TikTok video made me laugh.
Those are good.
Chocolatier thing, it just happened over there. So,
gotta let it go, man.
Yeah. All right. It is 9:18. Let's do this. Let's get you updated with the weather. We'll take a quick commercial break. Crystal will join us here on the other side. Don't go away. You're listening to Mornings with Mike Winters. I'll start the break as soon as I can find the button. There it is.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. Watch out for some blowing dust across the roadways today. Wind gusting to 40 miles an hour. Afternoon high will be in the low 80s. Then we have cold front moving through tonight. Skies will stay clear, though. We'll be in the mid 40s. And then pretty windy on Friday and quite a bit cooler. We'll be staying in the low 70s on our afternoon high. Mix of sun and clouds and 60s on Saturday and Sunday. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Great leaders understand that great accomplishments demand great commitment. When legendary coach Bear Bryant was hired by Texas A&M in 1954, he asked his players this simple question: who wants to play football for the love of the game? The group that said yes became known as the Junction Boys. They were the survivors of the coach's 10-day brutal summer camp in the Texas Hill Country. Ultimately, Bear Bryant wanted to know whether they were in or out, no matter what the cost. God wants to know the same thing. Are you in or are you out? If you're in, he wants your full commitment, placing him over everything and everyone else. This may sound difficult, but I believe that, like the Junction Boys, in the end we'll see it's worth it, and everything else will pale in comparison.
Join us at the Country Club Road Church of Christ for worship at 10 a.m. on Sunday, located on the corner of Country Club and Washington in Roswell.
Artesia General Hospital presents ways to keep your home healthy this winter. Picture it, your home on a cool evening. The heater's humming, the family's cozy, and everyone is staying healthy because you planned ahead. Start with flu shots for the whole family and remind the little ones washing hands is a superpower. Next, balance those holiday meals. Add roasted veggies, swap sugary drinks for water, and enjoy rich foods in smaller portions. And while you enjoy that warm indoor air, remember your skin needs care too. Moisturize daily, run a humidifier, and drink plenty of water. A healthy home makes for a joyful season. These healthy living reminders are brought to you by Artesia General Hospital, ready to help take care of you and your family.
Start the year strong with a home that's comfortable, efficient, and easy on your energy bills. The Right Fit membership program. For as little as $15 per month or $199 a year, you can rest assured knowing your unit is ready with biannual HVAC maintenance, as well as reduced dispatch fees, even in the middle of the night. Plus, a 15% discount on all services provided by Fulkerson, as well as preferred scheduling. Be ready for the seasons ahead. Become a Right Fit member with Fulkerson today. Call 575-319-9984 to find out more. Fulkerson Plumbing and Heating, proudly serving Roswell and surrounding areas.
Do you wake up and wonder why your jaw hurts or why your teeth are sore? You could have been clenching or grinding your teeth all night and you don't even remember it. Hi, this is Dr. Sarah Usher at Carabelli Dental, and we can provide Botox treatments as a solution for those overworked muscles. If you are eager to find a solution for pain relief, if you want to stop breaking your teeth, or maybe you want to sleep better, come experience why our patients choose Botox treatments from the experts at Carabelli Dental.
Come see the team at Carabelli Dental at the corner of 9th and Main in Roswell, or call 575-622-4455.
You've got questions about college. Eastern New Mexico University has the answers. Join us Saturday, March 21st for the Spring Open House in Portales. It's your chance to meet faculty, talk to current students, and learn more about financial aid, housing, and more. We'll have plenty of awesome door prizes, including several $500 scholarships. Don't just leave with a pamphlet, leave with a plan. Come experience ENMU in Portales. Register now at enmu.edu/open house or call 575-562-2178.
Great leaders understand that great accomplishments demand great commitment. When legendary coach Bear Bryant was hired by Texas A&M in 1954, he asked his players this simple question: who wants to play football for the love of the game? The group that said yes became known as the Junction Boys. They were the survivors of the coach's 10-day brutal summer camp in the Texas Hill Country. Ultimately, Bear Bryant wanted to know whether they were in or out, no matter what the cost. God wants to know the same thing. Are you in or are you out? If you're in, he wants your full commitment, placing him over everything and everyone else. This may sound difficult, but I believe that, like the Junction Boys, in the end we'll see it's worth it, and everything else will pale in comparison.
Join us at the Country Club Road Church of Christ for worship at 10 a.m. on Sunday, located on the corner of Country Club and Washington in Roswell.
David was in big trouble with the IRS.
At first, I didn't owe that much, but after this year, it was out of control.
Then David called Get a Tax Lawyer.
Right away, they were like, oh yeah, looks like you're qualified to save.
Get a Tax Lawyer went to work.
Should have called way sooner.
Get a Tax Lawyer has helped thousands like David fight the IRS and get a fresh start.
Call 800-745-3070. That's 800-745-3070.
I checked Allstate first and saved hundreds on my car insurance. Really smart. Unfortunately, I didn't check if I took the gas hose out of my car's tank. Ooh, not smart. And I drove off while still attached to pump number 3.
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds.
Potential savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
A Greek-Canadian man invented the Hawaiian pizza. His name was Tex Colorado, and he was from Detroit. Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 25 minutes after 9 o'clock, and joining us in studio this morning, Crystal Noble's back with us from the Roswell Humane Society. Good morning.
Good morning.
How's life at the animals' home this morning?
Warming up quite fast.
I about to say, yeah, it's supposed to be 80s today.
I know, and windy.
So we're still in that window of it's good to take the animals out, but we're going to get to a point where it's going to be too hot.
Yes.
Unless you do it like in the morning or maybe late in the day or something.
Normally, like in the summertime, we have everybody that wants to walk dogs come like in the peak, like between 8 and about 11 is when it caps off, because it's not only too hot for you and for them, but that asphalt gets super hot. And in order to get to the park, you got to go across the asphalt.
Just walk barefoot on a sidewalk in front of your house or your driveway.
Yep.
And take that times 20, and that's what the dogs are dealing with when you just walk them over to the park there.
Right. And, sidewalks, they get really hot, but asphalt heats up even faster because it's got partial tar mixed with it. And
if it's
black.
in direct sunlight, it's going to be hot quick. That's why you always see them TikTok videos of people frying eggs on the pavement and what have you.
Yeah.
And so, in the mornings and stuff, it's cooler and safer to do that. But personally, for your own pets, same kind of logic here. If you're going to take your dogs out for a walk, no asphalt pavement. I mean, if they're staying in the grass the whole time, then you're probably all right. But
or if you have dog shoes and your dogs will wear them.
Exactly. But stick to a morning walk or like dusk time.
Yes.
The end of which after this weekend, that's going to get a little later because the clock change here. So.
I know. I'm not happy about it.
Yeah.
Really quick, I'm going to hop over to the thrift store because there's a few things coming up.
Spring sales, huh?
They're going to do their annual spring cleaning.
Okay.
And so let me get to the calendar, correct dates. The 14th will be the last day they're open again until the 25th.
Okay.
So every year they go through, they close down, they pull everything away from the wall, clean extensively.
Sure.
Do painting touch-ups.
The heavy lifting of the year.
The big, heavy spring cleaning.
Yeah.
So they'll basically be closed the week of St. Patrick's Day, which is also spring break, and they'll reopen on the 25th.
Okay.
So with that, what they're going to do is on the 14th of March is they're going to put the entire store 75% off.
Makes it easier to clean when it's kind of empty.
It does.
Yeah.
And then for this week, what they're doing is all of the bathing suits, they're getting all of that stuff out now.
Okay.
So that way people can start coming and
lock
getting
it in for swim season. This weekend's next couple days here, the 14th, right? Is a perfect time to go see if you can get your summer swimwear now.
Mm-hmm. So. If you are looking for big screen TVs, they got a few of them.
Okay.
They got a lot of home appliances.
And I got to be honest, we're live in a world now, unless you're wanting, like, the Uber I'm trying to impress my friends TVs are like VCRs or whatever. You literally, you buy a $10,000 TV, a year later it's worth $1,000. What I'm telling you is, save all that. If you're like, I just want a 50-inch TV or I want a 60-inch or whatever these are.
I think one of them are 75-inch.
A 75-inch.
Yeah.
You probably get it for pennies on the dollar here than walking into a store buying it brand new, dropping $2,000 easy.
Right. They have Keurigs. They have a couple of air fryers. A lot of little just knick-knack house appliances. Duffy. They have a Duffy bike.
Okay.
Like back in our day, Duffy bike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So a little stroll down memory lane for some folks.
Uh-huh. I laughed. I saw it. I was like, "Aw, Pennywise." And then they have a really unique dresser. It is basically a nightstand and a dresser all in one.
Okay.
So it has the full 6 drawers for the dresser, and then on top of it, on one side, somebody mounted the nightstand on top of it to make it a little bit taller.
Okay.
So, like, if you needed to put your TV
Nice.
or something up
It's kind
on
of a
top.
custom piece.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's a really pretty, like, oak wood color.
Okay.
Very nice, and it's heavy. It is heavy.
So it's solid.
And they have that for $100.
Nice. I imagine you try to buy something like that new, a couple grand easy.
Right.
Yeah.
And then I don't have the exact dates yet, but I know sometime later at the end of this month, and then in April, the National Honor Society from Goddard is going to do a car wash for the Humane Society.
Oh, cool.
And it's going to be at the Nazareth Church up on North Main.
Yes. Right, not far from the high school there, actually.
Right.
Yeah.
The teacher is supposed to be getting me the dates here soon, so that way we can start letting people know. All proceeds are going to come to us.
Awesome.
And it's going to be from the National Honor Society at Goddard.
Okay, cool. Good deal. You're going to bring some dogs out? If you can,
Depending on the day and the weather, depends. Okay. Especially with all the excitement, sometimes dogs get too happy. Sometimes they get overexcited.
Every dog I know, especially if they're medium, little dogs, no. But like big dogs or medium dogs, you're out there with garden hoses and everything. They don't want to play in the water. Guaranteed.
Yep.
And
so one of the other things, we are still battling the issue of the creepy crawlers.
Okay.
We've got Bob Reed's coming out, and we're doing the kennel in sections because the animals can't be inside the section when they're treating it.
They do have a lot of, I know at my home they have pet safe ones, but when they got to get commercial, they got to go like up a level on some of that stuff.
And we have always used the pet safe ones. The problem is one female tick can lay 2,000 eggs.
It's just not strong enough.
And so we clean every single day. So basically we're cleaning away the pesticides.
You're actually getting rid of your own protection
we
here.
Are.
By the bleach is killing everything, the good, the bad, and necessary.
Yes. So what we're doing is they've got a really neat aerosol product that it kind of lays down like an oil coating, and it can go into farther areas than some of the other pesticides.
Okay.
And so we've moved dogs from one section completely out, cleared it, let them go in, treat it, let it set for 10 days, and then we can go in and clean as normal, put animals back in, and then doing another section. We still have one more section to do in order to treat the entire kennel, because if you only treat one section, they're just going to move all the way down.
Sure, you're just pushing it down the hill, basically.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's a little weird on how we're having people view dogs. Because everybody's in quarantine right now. In order to treat the non-quarantine areas,
sure,
I had to put everybody back in quarantine.
Right, for safety of everybody, including the.
And then they ask us not to let people go in on the pesticides that don't have the proper equipment because we don't want them to track something home and get one of their animals sick.
We'd hate for anybody, yeah, exactly.
So if you go on the website, you see one of the dogs that you want to visit with, we'll bring them up into the front area where it's safer for you and for them. And then if there's somebody else you want to see, obviously we'll just continue to rotate that out.
Yeah, that way you can do a kind of a personal meet and greet type version for now. So
cats, we have cats galore. Lots of cats.
They're all looking for homes.
They are.
Cats.
We have a few adult cats that would do okay with others, but then we have Brutus, who's just like, nope, I want to be an only kitty.
Yeah.
So if you want to be an only pet owner and you want a cat that's going to be like a dog, that's going to be best of both worlds, a little bit independent, but a little bit needy, Brutus would be your guy.
Good deal. How old is Brutus again?
He's about 4.
Okay. So still young, but out of the kitty stage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
In moments, you give him some catnip and he's like a kitten.
Sure. Still young and spry, but a little more mature.
Mm-hmm. He's big tomcat. That's why I got his name Brutus. He's big brute boy. But he's very affectionate to people. He loves to sit on your shoulder. He likes to be carried like a baby. And he's a hefty boy to be carrying like a baby. And then we have Joan Jett, Cyndi Lauper, and Bette Davis. They're all from the same household.
In fact, I have Cindy's sister.
You do?
I do, yeah.
Yeah, you have one of the sisters.
Yeah.
And they're all petite. They're not big, huge cats.
Although, I will tell you this. Her sister, Reba, formerly Lucky, I think, she's long.
They are.
Like when she fills out, she's going to have some size to her. Like I've watched her stretch, and I'm like, ooh, she's long. She's a long cat. So I got a feeling
she's long and lean.
When she gets older, she's gonna be a big gal. I just got a hunch.
So they're super sweet. They're very affectionate. They're very loving. They share the same personality as her. They want the love. They're want
very
the
playful too. So they're and so. With them having the young mindset, and this is something I got to remind people, I even kind of remind my wife a little bit. It's like, look, this is a teenager. They're full of energy. They're going to, they just do things no matter how many times you tell them no, because that's what they're at right now.
They're at teenage life. Teenagers don't listen to parents.
So there's a lot of no's. There's a lot of, you got to build that repetitiveness into them so they understand, no, I don't want you on the counter. No, I don't want your nose in my food when I'm trying to eat. Whatever that is.
If you're eating chicken, she wants a bite.
Yeah. And Reba is not bashful. She'll literally get up in your business, want to know what you're doing. She has
no personal space.
Yeah, she's not that. That's not her forte. And like you're up on the kitchen counter cooking, and she's hollering because she wants attention. I'm like, yeah, what's up, dude? What's up? And then if that's not enough, she's up on the counter like, dude, I don't want you here. No. So it's a lot of that.
This is not the time to play.
Yeah.
She's definitely, the same as her sisters, one of the kittens that we have, her name is Ritz, and she's the same color as Reba, and she likes to climb. So we have to, kitty climb proof.
She's the one that you got to proof. Yeah.
Yeah, because she likes to pop the drop ceilings down, and I'm like, nope, we are not losing a kitty.
So if you got high spots or shelving that you don't mind cats making little nooks and things,
and
be a great cat for that.
We see a lot of those videos where people make the
runners
for the cats, and I think she would probably be one of those cats that would absolutely love it, where she could have her own little.
So if you wanted to build one but never had a cat that maybe you want to try it, this might be
she would be your cat.
Your test candidate.
She is definitely adventurous. She has no sense of this might hurt.
Right.
She's like, let's do it.
Reba's got a little of that. Her sister, because she's too trusting. Even as she's getting older, she'll just lean and it's there's no way for you to lean without me catching you. You're going to fall on your butt right here. And so she just and it's you better catch her. She's going to be out on the floor in a minute. She's
like, let's do the test.
Yeah, yes, she does that.
Trust fall.
Yeah, she's all about that.
Yes. But Reba is so sweet. She's so fun. And she's just about 4.5 to 5 months.
Okay.
Maybe 6, give or take. Super sweet, very playful, loves to climb.
Pretty cats too. Yeah, they're very.
And Gray, he is a gray and white cat. He's your typical boy. He wants to be into everything, but at the same time, he's like the mama's boy that wants the constant attention.
Gotcha.
So he's like, I'm going to go do this to get in trouble so you'll come and pay attention to me.
I want to be tough, but I want to be pampered. Yeah.
Yes.
Get it. Uh-huh.
And he's super sweet. We have Ash and Stormy, their siblings. They're probably close to right about a year now.
Okay.
And they're kind of pudgy bunnies. They need a little bit of exercise. But they're both so sweet, so friendly. Stormy has a little bit of a moments where Stormy's like, I don't want to be loved, but then I want to be loved. And can't make up its mind.
And that's kind of cats in general. And
It is.
And this is something, when you meet these cats, you're going to see initial personality. But once you take them home and put them in your world and they get acclimated and create their own world, you're going to see, all of it. The good. I'm not going to lie. There'll be a few things you put with oh, you've been hiding that little trait under your personality here till later. But once they kind of let their hair down and feel safe and comfortable in the environment, you will see all facets of their personality. So.
if you have time and you want to come down, but maybe you're not able to adopt a cat or a dog, we always encourage volunteering because, one, it helps give them some out of the kennel time, some human interaction, and it's good for mental health for people, you know, to play with an animal, to see an animal's personality grow and the trust build.
It's really hard to be in a bad mood when there's a pet rolling around on the floor with you. You know what I mean?
It really
just
is.
really is hard to be in a bad mood when that's happening. So,
we have. I'm trying to think what else is coming up.
I know with spring and all that. Is there like the big annual garage sale thing going on or any of that? I know
we haven't done that in a long time.
Okay, I didn't know if that was I know COVID kind of killed some of that, but I didn't know with
permits, the insurance that you have to obtain to do it. It literally cost us more money to do it than it did to
actually
have the yard
get
sale.
the money from it.
Yeah. I think we're going to be working on a couple more fundraisers a little bit later in the year, closer towards the air race time.
The comedy night was great. I'd love to see them.
That is coming back.
Good. That was a fun night.
That is one of them. We're going to try to pinpoint that down to like the weekend of the air race, so that way we
get
can
some out-of-towners
get some out-of-towners to
come
come.
see it. Yeah.
But that's in the working. I think they're going to be working on another fundraiser here soon. Just kind of multiple people on the board, and then myself having surgery kind of put things a little back.
I know that life. So my wife's on the board, so she sees most of it too. So.
Yeah, and then they want to do the other foot, and I'm like, let's kind of wait.
But in the meantime,
yes,
you can always donate. They're always accepting cat litter, cat and dog food.
Bleach,
bleach cleaning products, brooms, mops, towels, any of the rags, all of the above is helpful. If you do get litter, don't get fancy litter. Get the cheapo, non-clumping clay litter is just fine.
We go to Sam's Club or Tractor Supply, and they have a 50-pound bag of it for like $12.
Yeah.
And it's just basically clay cat litter.
Yeah.
Nothing fancy.
And if you donate kibble, please avoid red dye, the red dye 5 or whatever the heck it is. For dog food, if you get the pedigree chicken, a lot of times they got that big 50, 60-pound bag. If you get the pedigree chicken, that's a good, cost-effective, healthy alternative where it's not the fancy high-end food, but for the price point, it's a pretty healthy option for a dog.
It is, especially when you look at a lot of the ingredients in the pedigree. You know, they're very similar to some of the higher-end foods, and it's not as expensive, and it's more cost-effective.
Sure.
You know, and we live in a world now where we all have to pay attention to budget.
I mean, if you got bags of blue buffalo or whatever it is at your house and you want to donate it, great. But if you're going out to buy it, don't waste money on expensive stuff.
No, very rarely do we need like special circumstance food.
Yeah.
And typically when we do, the vets are pretty good to us, or even Petco. If I call them and tell them, hey, this is what I have, this is what we need,
Like
if they have
dietary
it.
need or whatever. Yeah.
They're very good to us.
And the same with like the fancy litters that have like the ID and all. They'll use that for
And a lot of that has to
medical
go into
stuff.
special litter boxes now.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's a whole. It's all proprietized, and it's like I just want to go get a box and some litter and let a cat poop. That's all I'm trying to do here, man. You
Right. But we do. You know, we try to be the most cost effective that we can to be able to stretch out the length of time we're able
Absolutely.
to care for the animals.
And of course, monetary donations are a way to go. All that money goes right back into paying vet bills or maintenance, upkeep of the facility, or supplies for the pets. And of course, donating and supporting the thrift store is another great way to keep supporting. Is just making those donations. Like when they have the big the pre-spring cleaning sale here on the 14th, go there and help them out. Buy a bunch of stuff. Hey, that'll be a twofold because all that money goes back to the program. But an empty building's an easy building to clean. It just is.
It really is.
Yeah.
And we do have like some upgrades that are going to happen to make it a lot more effective for shoppers.
Good.
Camille's husband does so much to help out over there when he's able to help build racks and stuff for her to actually hang clothes on and make it more roomy where people can walk around and
Sure.
it's not so crowded.
It's like a nice shopping experience, like at a store, as opposed to going to a thrift store, you know.
Right. And, we want to make sure that the areas, walkways are clear and there's enough room for everybody to come in and out. If you're, handicap bound and you have like a wheelchair or a walker or something, we want to make sure you have adequate room.
That ADA compliance or whatever it is. Yeah.
No tripping or any of that. And we just got to keep up with maintenance so that way nobody gets hurt.
Sure. Yeah, we get it. We want it to look like a nice store, not like
a garage.
Yeah, or the American Picker set or something like that.
No. But we, if you have donations during the week of the spring cleaning, if you're capable of hanging on to them until right after, call Camille, let her know, and then that way she can kind of already have arranged pickup for you.
Well, on this day we can come and get it, or something. Can you hold it till
then? And then it gives them a chance to get the stuff out that they need out, cleared out, whatever they need done.
Like if you have that ability to hold it, that would be great, because that way, I get it, sometimes life doesn't allow that to happen, but if you really, really want to help the Humane Society and are able to do that, that would be a big help and blessing there. So
it really would. And we do ask that if you leave donations outside, please make sure to do it during the day, because if it's left after business hours, a lot of the times we're not receiving them because
90% it won't get to it.
Right, or people rip through it, open it, and scatter it throughout the parking lot, and we have to go clean it up.
You actually created more work than
it does
help, unfortunately. And it's, I know it's not your fault, but that's just the nature of the world.
If for any reason, like you have a donation that you can't drop off during the day when we're working and you want us to go pick it up and you can put it in a safe place outside, call, say, hey, this is what I got. I'm going to set it in this area. If you could come and pick it up. And that way you make sure we are getting it.
Yeah, you'll work with them and all that stuff too.
Yes.
By the way, if you're a collector of things and all that, I know Camille and the staff over there, they'll be happy to be on the lookout for stuff. Like if you're, I don't know, if you collect Coca-Cola items or something.
Or
like,
mason jars.
Yeah, whatever it is. And anytime she gets new stuff in like that, she'll put you on blast about that and have you come down and take a look. Or if there's a particular book or hey, I'm looking for a suit or I'm looking for a washer dryer or something, when come run rolls in, could you tell me about it? She'd be happy to do those kinds of things.
She has a pegboard for just those kind of things.
Just for that kind of stuff.
Yep.
So, and then conversely, if you see people looking for stuff up there, be like, oh, I got one of those I don't need. Maybe I'll donate it,
Yeah.
Check it out. So, but all the way, that's a great way to kind of do. And then, getting back to the other thing about the donations and all that, for folks that are truly in need, and if you can't, and you need stuff but don't have money, and you're like, look, I need clothes, but I really, rather than kind of waiting for people to leave stuff at night, talk to Camille. 9 times out of 10, she'll do a sweat equity or a trade, pay it forward kind of thing and say, look, you need clothes, get what you need. Can you come back next week and help me move some boxes? Or we got spring cleaning coming up on the 17th. Can you help us, scrub some walls and scrub some floors and things like that?
Yeah.
And be happy to help you do that kind of stuff. So just saying, they will work with you.
The motto, scratch my back, I'll scratch yours.
Yeah. Because at the end of the day, all we're trying to do is just help these animals find them good homes. Anything that hurts that, we don't want to happen.
No.
But at the same time, we're humans. People life, and if we can help you and also keep the mission going, let's do that. So, help us help you.
Yes.
So, what else is there?
I don't know. I think we kind of got it all because I don't have dates quite yet of the car washes, but I wanted to mention it so that
put it on your radar.
People will know. I believe it's going to be on a Saturday. I don't think it's going to be on a Sunday. I think it's going to be just one day. But as soon as I have the dates, I'll text you so that way
we'll get the word out and put on blast.
In case I'm not here on radio before
the date it pops up. But I always like to encourage you to follow the Roswell Humane Society on Facebook. That's a great place to find updates on new animals or success stories or events like this that are coming up. If you go to the RoswellHumane.org, that's where you can go and see animals that are currently at the residence, either looking for them. Even the ones in quarantine are up there.
So basically, every dog we have is technically available for adoption, but they're all in the quarantine area. And in order to get to the quarantine area, you have to go through the area that was just treated.
Gotcha. So even though it says not available because they're in quarantine,
right?
They are. We just got to call and have you come in for a personal meet and greet.
Yeah,
basically.
We have to do it a little bit different for a little bit. And that's just until we can get the entire building done adequately to make sure that we're getting ahead of the issues. Animal control seeing issues. The vets are having animals come in with issues. So we've had a very mild-like winter.
And this is the type of stuff you need to do.
Yes.
To keep from the next parvo outbreak or the next whatever thing that rolls through here. Because like you said, since we have such mild weather here, nothing dies. It just incubates. It just mutates and comes back like the $6 billion man, bigger, stronger, faster. So, so that's why we got to be extra cautious on this stuff.
But I do think, if you're seeing issues at home, definitely, get a hold of your vet, get some flea and tick preventative, orally, topical, whatever your vet suggests, and then treat the house, treat the yard, and start on it early because once spring fully hits or summer, you're going to be inundated to where it's going to be horrendous to try to fix.
At the very minimum, treat your animals. Give them that protection started. So, and that'll buy you some time on the yard.
Yeah.
A little bit. So, but and for those, some people keep it all year round, but I know some people, they'll stop doing it in the winter and all that stuff.
I do ours all year round. Mostly because we don't have.
I'm about to say around here, it's not a bad idea. If you lived in New York or someplace like that, you'd probably be all right. But down here,
or if we lived up in like Colorado where it actually snowed on a regular basis,
I'm going to guess places like Florida and stuff also deal with these same issues that don't have quote unquote a winter.
Even parts of Texas, they treat all year round.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Imagine you get down by Corpus Christi, down Houston, down there where it's kind of warm more than it's cold. Yeah, absolutely. So. But again, RoswellHumane.org. Come see all these loving pets looking for homes. Come adopt, even though things are a little hectic at the moment. But those animals are still ready to come be permanent parts of your family, and just meet them. I'm telling you, it's really hard to walk in there and not be like, can I take like 6 home? I want really.
Yeah.
You gotta kind of reel yourself in at some point, but at least I do. But
and I'm the kind of person that's like, oh, you think you could afford 6? All right.
Yeah, you'll feed that addiction. I know. But that's your job. You're there to get these pets home. So come visit. Come there.
Yes, please.
But please, at the bare minimum, know that if you come in, now that weather's getting warm, you're going to see more and more in this. If you're coming to look at the pets, closed-toed shoes.
Yes.
Leave the sandals at home. You can wear sneakers, steel, but whatever. But don't be rolling up in with your sandals or your Crocs or your open-toed stuff like that. Just keep it out of there. So.
Or keep a pair in your car and you can swing by and you're like, oh, I want to go, and you could throw them on.
Be like those people in big cities. They wear like high heels and business, so they wear sneakers and they keep their fancy, in the and so they get to work and swap them out. Just keep that like sneakers handy that you have to do that deal. So, but it's definitely because I'd sure hate for you to come all the way down there and then you're like, nice sandals, don't come in here with them. We'd hate for them to do that. So, good deal. Well, thank you as always,
Thank you
Crystal.
very much.
We'll see you in here next time,
Yes.
and folks, please, if you can help, come on, help out, donate. And shop. Come out and make. I'm telling you, you're going to win in the end.
Do the 75% off. Help clear out the store.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, ma'am. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.
All right. It is 9:52. We're going to take a pause for news and Hannity and all that before we go. Don't go away. You're listening to Mornings with Mike Winters.
With SRN News, I'm Rich Thomason in Washington. The Iran war rages on. It's day 6 with Israel and Iran continuing to trade missile fire and Israel striking out at Hezbollah targets in Lebanon. The House will vote today on a resolution to halt military action unless it's been approved by Congress. The War Powers Act resolution rejected previously by the Senate. The number of Americans applying for unemployment last week was unchanged from the week before. Layoffs remaining at historically low levels. Jobless claims for the week ending February 28th, 213,000, matching the previous week's jobless claims. On Wall Street this morning, following yesterday's gains, today the sell-off continues. The Dow is down 742 points, a loss of 1.5%. The Nasdaq is off 106 points. The S&P 54 points in the red. More details at srnnews.com.
Turn up your radio. Here's the Sean Hannity Morning Minute.
I mean, could Donald Trump be any more clear? Could Marco Rubio be any more clear that Iran can't have nuclear weapons? That is the foremost goal. and that they're not going to be able to build out their ballistic missile system to foment more terror in the region as they've gotten away with since the revolution in 1979. You may not like the decision, but at least understand what they're telling you that they're doing. It's not that complicated. Or these idiots that actually think that Donald Trump can be told what to do. I mean, when I asked Bibi the question the other night, he laughed. He's like, yeah, all right. Yeah, good luck trying to tell Donald Trump what to do. It's not going to work.
Check out the Sean Hannity radio show later today, right here.
All right, time now for a little spring cleaning, and I know right where to start. Go drag your old, dated wireless contract out of that closet, beat off the dust with a broom, and freshen things up by switching to my cell phone provider, a veteran-owned company called Pure Talk. Now, you get unlimited talk, unlimited text, plenty of data for just $25 a month, no contract, no cancellation fee, no overseas customer service if you need help at any point. And maybe you'll like them as much as my listener, Sue from Cincinnati. She says, quote, I have had no issues with Pure Talk. I'm pleased to know that my telephone service is supportive of our veterans and our military. Thank you. I'm truly fortunate to have followed Sean Hannity's advice. Anyway, thank you, Sue. And now it's time for you to follow my advice. Just dial pound 250, say the keyword save now. Let Pure Talk's U.S. customer service team help you make the switch. It's simple, it's fast, it's easy. Pound 250, keyword save now. Do it now. You save an additional 50% off your first month. From Pure Talk, America's wireless company.
It's time for the Chaffetz County Sports Report. Softball season is here, especially for the Goddard Rockets. It begins today. Goddard will be taking on Hobbs on the road in a twin bill. Starts at 4 o'clock. Last year, Goddard was 15-14 overall. 3-6 in a tough district that included Lovington and Artesia. And also, Roswell will begin tomorrow for its softball slate. The Coyotes were 10-16 last year, but 6-6 in district and tied for second in district. Undefeated Carlsbad led the pack there. Roswell plays at the Cleveland Classic tomorrow in Rio Rancho with games against Piedra Vista and Kirtland Central starting at 9:30. Kirtland Central at 1:30, and then Saturday, Roswell plays Oregon Mountain at 11:30 and Volcano Vista at 3:30. The Sports Report brought to you by DSI. Call DSI for all your office technology needs. I'm Eric Butler at Roswell's Talk FM 106.5.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. Watch out for some blowing dust across the roadways today. Wind gusting to 40 miles an hour. Afternoon high will be in the low 80s. Then we have cold front moving through tonight. Skies will stay clear, though, will be in the mid-40s. And then pretty windy on Friday and quite a bit cooler. We'll be staying in the low 70s on our afternoon high. Mix of sun and clouds and 60s on Saturday and Sunday. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
With the Wall Street Business Report, I'm Rich Thomason. Renewed retaliatory strikes from Iran are generating more anxiety for the U.S. financial market. Energy prices are on the rise, with prices at the gas pump spiking overnight. U.S. benchmark crude jumped $2.59 per barrel, or 3.5%, to $77.25, the highest level in more than a year. The rise in oil prices has already sent prices at the gas pump up almost 10%. A week ago, before the U.S. and Israel attacked Iran, a gallon of regular was $2.98, according to AAA. Today, the average price for a gallon of gas, $3.25, a 9% increase. Shares of Broadcom jumped more than 6% after the chipmaker's first quarter profits beat analyst expectations. The company's AI revenue more than doubled from the same period a year ago, hitting $8.4 billion. For the Wall Street Business Report, I'm Rich Thomason.
Great leaders understand that great accomplishments demand great commitment. When legendary coach Bear Bryant was hired by Texas A&M in 1954, he asked his players this simple question: who wants to play football for the love of the game? The group that said yes became known as the Junction Boys. They were the survivors of the coach's 10-day brutal summer camp in the Texas Hill Country. Ultimately, Bear Bryant wanted to know whether they were in or out, no matter what the cost. God wants to know the same thing. Are you in or are you out? If you're in, he wants your full commitment, placing him over everything and everyone else. This may sound difficult, But I believe that, like the Junction Boys, in the end, we'll see it's worth it, and everything else will pale in comparison.
Join us at the Country Club Road Church of Christ for worship at 10 a.m. on Sunday, located on the corner of Country Club and Washington in Roswell. Are you ready to succeed? ENMUR's dedicated facilities and faculties provide an exceptional learning experience, from academic programs to behavioral sciences, business, health education, or technical education. ENMU Roswell offers a wide variety of certifications and degree programs designed to take your education and experience to the next level. Eastern New Mexico University Roswell, worth the journey. Roswell's hometown university.
Success starts here. ENMU Roswell.
At Richland Motors, it's never been easier to sell or trade your current car, truck, or SUV for a newer model to hit the road in. Even if you don't purchase from Richland, they want to buy your vehicle for top dollar. But if you do buy from Richland, don't forget, they're the home of the powertrain warranty for life. That's a whole lot of confidence for you. See Richland for details. 2nd and Sycamore and 1309.